to you by Goodwin Como PC, attorneys at law. Target Safety Solutions, the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. Uniontown Dental Associates, Sandy Howe Notary Services. The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Casey Sports Cafe, the C. Harper Auto Group, the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm, Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, Movement Physiotherapy, SWGI, now U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Cherokee Recycling, the North Union Township Recreation Center, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Stewart Collision, Ferris Carpet and Towel, Potter's Bar and Grill, Gary's Auto Sales, M&R Transit, Montgomery Medical, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill in Uniontown, Zen's Construction Warehouse, Dr. Mallard and Donna George wishing the Geibel Gators the best of luck this season, Autoland Hyundai, Watson Mundorf LLP, Uniontown Detailing, Perry Floral and Gift Shop, the Geibel Catholic Fans, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, Ford of Uniontown, the T-Berry Law Offices and Attorney Vincent T-Berry, George Dental Associates, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, Thurby's Riverside Ford, and Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshak. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
From Greater Latrobe High School, it's time for high school basketball action here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live, as the 8-7 Uniontown Red Raiders, who are 4-4 in conference play, travel to Latrobe to take on the 5-9 Greater Latrobe Wildcats, who are 3-5 in the conference. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola, Billy Dice behind the camera on our YouTube Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream tonight courtesy of Potter's Bar and Grill and Stewart Collision. And Tony, 3 weeks remain in the WPIAL high school basketball regular season, and tonight could determine who's in and who's out when all is said and done in Section 1 and 5A in a couple of weeks.
Well, it's a huge game for both of these teams, Brian. You got 7 teams actually playing for 5 playoff spots within the section. You know, you hate to say you can pretty much count Albert Gallatin out, but you have Latrobe coming in 3-5 and Uniontown 4-4, and it's one of those things where whoever wins, it's going to be a lot of momentum going into the rest of the section play.
Yeah, you look at the conference standings. Gateway at the top of the table, 7-1. Franklin Regional at 6-2. McKeesport at 5-3, and remember, 5 teams getting into the playoffs out of Section 1 and 5A. Uniontown and Penn Trafford tied for 4th place at 4-4. Laurel Highlands and Greater Latrobe currently on the outside looking in at 3-5, and as Tony mentioned, Albert Gallatin sitting at 0-8.
You're right, and that's the thing. I mean, Gateway seems to be the team to beat, obviously, if they're playing extremely good basketball. And right now, you've got kind of a topsy-turvy thing with Latrobe and Uniontown. They've each had 4-game losing streaks towards the end of the year. Came in, Uniontown's won 3 of 4 so far in 2026. And Latrobe 2-2 so far since the year turned over. But it's one of those things that, you know, it's one of those games where Uniontown knows what they have to do here tonight, and so does Latrobe.
And you go back to December, Greater Latrobe absolutely destroyed Uniontown, 82-43. Uniontown had an overtime game to Bell Vernon the previous night. But talking to Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarski, he feels the team is not only better prepared, but in a better position this time around. And you look at the Wildcats, Tony, hard for me to believe that this team is sitting at 5-9 overall and 3-5 in the conference with all the athletes they have on this team and considering what they did to Uniontown last month.
Yeah, what they did last month, and then the next thing you know, they beat Uniontown by 39, and then they lose their next 4 games, and that's a tough little stretch. And then they came back at the beginning of the year and had Franklin Regional and McKeesport, beat Franklin Regional, lost to McKeesport, then lost to Gateway on Friday. So it's one of those things where, you know, it's just been really tough on them, and they just had a tough time putting a bunch of wins together.
And these two schools familiar with one another. They met 3 times last year. Uniontown won all 3 meetings. The third was a PIAA play-in game for state seeding. Was actually Latrobe that went deeper in the state tournament to the second round after they knocked off Exeter Township from District 3 in the first round, fell to Greater Johnstown in the second round last year.
Well, yeah, but two entirely different teams here now, and that's for sure. I mean, you know, you lose Grooms and Winfrey on one side. and you lose Butler on the other side for Latrobe. So two different teams, and you're right. Actually, you hate to say it, but both trying to find their identity here late in the year and trying to pick up a section win.
And you look at what's on the line for Uniontown. A win draws them 2 games clear of Latrobe in the section standings. They'd also earn a split of the season series, which would push them through to the playoffs if the two teams would be tied for the final playoff spot. For Latrobe, if they win, they draw even with Uniontown in the section standings, but they would also hold the head-to-head tiebreaker, sweeping the season series.
Well, and that's big, and we've mentioned this on a number of broadcasts so far. Within the conference, you've got teams. Basically a win changes everything for 3 other teams or 4 other teams. A win by somebody else is a different story. So it's interesting. You got to kind of run the table, but obviously you're going to have a couple losses towards the end of the year. But it's one of these things where both teams are trying to hit stride before the season ends.
And our historian Billy Dice tells me that Uniontown has never lost the first meeting of a 2-game series with any school by 39 or more points, and then won the second meeting. We'll see if that changes tonight. Because remember, it was 82-43 when these two schools played back in December.
Oh, I know, and that's, I was looking at it too. Latrobe was up 15-0 before Uniontown even scored. Uniontown was down 20-2, and what was it at the end of the first quarter, it was like 25-6. So it's one of those things. They only shot 18% from the field in that game, and I got a feeling they'll do a little bit better here tonight.
And Dom Scarton scored 25 for Greater Latrobe against Uniontown in that game, and he hasn't had a game even close to that since that matchup against the Red Raiders back in December. Should be a fun night here at Greater Latrobe High School, one of 2 games on our platforms, including the Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Gateway Gators. And we'll check in with TJ DeStefano and Gary Frankhauser to preview that game when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Hello, I'm attorney Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We've been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm for your free consultation. The insurance companies are not on your side. Call us today at 724-437-2799. Either myself or an attorney from our office will personally come out and meet with you. If you're in an accident or hurt, call us at Davis & Davis, 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. Let us fight for you.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprouse Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to Sprouseinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Happy New Year from Derby's Riverside Ford. New year, new deals, and new vehicles. Just announced, new 2025 Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport come with $1,000 Ford bonus cash plus 2.9% Ford credit financing.
And the best-selling truck on the planet, the new 2025 Ford F-150 4x4 comes with $2,250 Ford bonus cash plus 2.9% financing. It may be cold outside, but the deals are hot. Are you thinking about a new 2025 Ford Maverick all-wheel drive pickup? Just announced $1,000 Ford factory incentive on all Mavericks. We have the inventory and we've got the best deals.
Stop in and see Joey, Sammy, Jimmy, or Ashley at Derby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin. Ford credit financing required. Offer ends January 31st, 2026. Derby's Riverside Ford, your presidential award and one Ford elite dealer.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish the very best to all our local hoops teams this season and remind everyone that our team of board-certified specialists are highly committed to provide the highest quality of care for any and all gastrointestinal and liver problems. Call us at 724-437-7677.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Okay, my New Year's resolution was to listen to my body, and my body says it's tired, coughing, and hates January. Sounds like your body wants MoniMed same-day care. I tried ignoring it. That was resolution number 2. Let me guess. You Googled it? Yeah. Now I'm scared. Let's not do that. I'm Kendall Soliero, a provider at Montgomery Medical. Walk in, get real answers, and start feeling better. No appointment needed. Wow, a resolution I can actually keep. New year, same germs. Walk into Montgomery Medical today.
And good evening, everybody, from the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium here at Laurel Highlands High School. We're getting set here at 7:30 as Laurel Highlands will host Gateway. TJ DeStefano with you. Gary Frankhauser will be joining me for the broadcast tonight. And Carl Childs is behind the camera and on our WMBS Facebook page. Our video stream sponsors tonight are Watson Mundorf LLP and Zen's Construction Warehouse. Laurel Highlands 9-6 overall, 3-5 in section play, coached by John Smith in his 3rd season. And Gateway, they are the leaders in the section right now, 9-5 overall. They are 7-1 in conference play, coached by Vern Benson in his 1st season. The Mustangs coming in off a 59-53 loss on Friday at McKeesport. And on the other side, Gateway, they are winners of 3 in a row, and they last played on Friday night, and it was a 70-62 win for the Gators at home against Latrobe. A big game for both of these teams, especially for Laurel Highlands. Again, they are now tied at 3-5 with Latrobe on the outside looking in, and they need to keep pace with both Uniontown and Penn Trafford, who are ahead of them in the standings at 4-4. It will be a tough task tonight here. This is a very good Gateway team. These two teams did play back on December the 16th at Gateway, and the Gators won that one 59-27. The Mustangs were led in scoring by Caden Smith in that game with 11, and Tyrone Burton had 7 points in that game. On the other side, Gateway was led by Mikkel Bruce McCrum, and he led the way with 28 points in that game. And that was probably the worst game that Laurel Highlands has played all season. So they're going to need to play a near-perfect game tonight if they want to knock off the top team in the section, the Gateway Gators, who, as well, they need to stay in the top spot as well because Franklin Regional is just 1 game behind them at 6-2. So this is a big game for both of these teams tonight, and we will have the game for you tonight on our WMBS Facebook page. Our pregame show will be around 7:15 with tip-off set for 7:30. So that'll do it here from Laurel Highlands. We hope you will join us on Facebook coming up at 7:15 tonight for the Mustangs and the Gators. We'll be continuing with more of our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show after this on our C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse. Our surplus, your savings. Happy New Year!
Go to
Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clayton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President Award-winning Ford of Uniontown. Dominic, Happy New Year to you.
Hey, JC, to you as well. Let me tell you how we are going to get this new year started off right. Take up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 F-150 STX and take up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2026 Explorer.
Dang, Dom, that's a deal. Listen, we have great offers on all of our new models. And check this out, leasing is back. Lease offers have gotten significantly better, so stop, click, or call to get all of the details.
Pre-owned, you know we got them. We have over 60 in stock. Most are certified with factory warranty and competitive rates.
We are continuing to offer mobile service, online maintenance appointments, and our very popular pickup and delivery option. Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's Ford of Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's, or check us out at FordofUniontown.com. Offers include all applicable incentives. Sale ends February 2nd.
Amidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amidar Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amidar Transit, call them 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Time now for a scheduled scoreboard brought to you by Mauser's Tire Center. Need tread this winter. Don't let the winter weather slow you down. Visit Mauser's Tire today. Of course, here on WMBS tonight, boys high school basketball action. Uniontown and Greater Latrobe. Also coverage on Facebook as Laurel Highlands hosts Gateway. Wanted to take a look at some girls' results from last night. We'll start in Section 4-5A, where Bethel Park down Albert Gallatin 60-16. Thomas Jefferson over Uniontown 69-46. Down in Section 3-4A, Elizabeth Ford a 70-36 win at Laurel Highlands. Ringgold down Southmoreland 54-33. It was South Park 56, Mount Pleasant 23, and Bell Vernon a 68-19 win over Yock. Section 3-3A games from last night on the girls' side. Washington a 48-19 win over Brownsville. McGuffey down Keystone Oaks 55-52, and Seton LaSalle a 67-17 win over Charleroi. In Section 2-1A girls games from last night, Geibel remained unbeaten on the road at 63-31 win at Clairton. West Green walloped Mapletown 62-9, and it was Monessen 51 and Avella 46. Take a look at the boys' schedule of games tonight. We'll start up in 6A, where Connellsville's at Hempfield. Central Catholic hosting Mount Lebanon and Upper St. Clair at Cannon Mac. Section 1-5A boys games, of course, two of them on our WMBS platforms here tonight. Uniontown at Greater Latrobe, Gateway at Laurel Highlands. The other two Section 1-5A games tonight, Franklin Regional hosting McKeesport and Penn Trafford at Albert Gallatin. Section 3-4A boys games tonight, Greensburg-Salem hosting Derry, Elizabeth Ford at East Allegheny, and Yock at Bell Vernon. Down in 2A, Section 1, Greensburg Central Catholic at Clairton, Betworth hosting Jeanette, Riverview at Fraser, and Springdale at California tonight. Down in Section 3 and 2A, Carmichael's at Shar Houston, Fort Cherry's at Burgettstown Beth Center host Jefferson Morgan, and Mapletown on the road at West Green. A couple of other non-conference boys games tonight. Geibel is at home. They host Mount Pleasant. Monessen's at Ringgold, and Quaker Valley is at Southmoreland. That's our scheduled scoreboard brought to you by Mauser's Tire. Don't let the winter weather slow you down. Call Mauser's Tire today, 724-245-2410. Again, here on the radio and on YouTube at Uniontown at Greater Latrobe. You can watch Gateway at Laurel Highlands on the WMBS Facebook page. We'll talk to the head coach of the Red Raiders, Rob Kesmarski, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
I'm Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. Did you know our office handles claims for people hurt at work? If you are injured at your job, you have certain rights under the Pennsylvania Workers' Compensation Act that your employer may not advise you of or simply disregard. Those would include rights to wage loss and medical benefits due to your injury. We help injured workers to make sure they receive the benefits they're entitled to by law. Call us at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering UPA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 63 years and providing quality, reliable service. Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Sova. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Sova proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetSafetySolutionsLLC.com. Ted Sova is proud to support local high school sports.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Prime Rozak back here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Uniontown at Greater Latrobe. Boys High School basketball here on WMBS. Back with Uniontown head coach Rob Kaczmarski. And Rob, your Red Raiders coming off a big win on Friday against Albert Gallatin to keep pace in the section race with a huge game coming up tonight at Greater Latrobe.
Yes, those are the kind of games you have to win. We've won 3 section games in a row. We've won 4 out of 5, and we're playing a really good Latrobe team tonight. And actually, we're 1 game ahead of them in the section. So our section's really, there's a lot of teams that are beating each other, and our kids have worked extremely hard to get us in this position. At the beginning of the year, I don't think people thought that we'd be fighting for a playoff spot. So our kids deserve a lot of credit. Latrobe had a very good game against us last time. We played the night before, not to make excuses, so we feel that we're a lot better team than we were at that point of the season. So this is a great opportunity for us to play a really good Latrobe team.
I think this game even more important tonight because of possible playoff tiebreakers. Of course, they knocked you off earlier in the season. You want to at least make sure you have a split in case you end up tied with Latrobe for that final playoff spot.
Yes, that's very important. We told the players that, too. It's just like our win against Franklin Regional. If somehow they would drop a couple, we'd tie for them, we'd be good. But you can't. It does go for the. It goes to the tiebreakers. Go head to head. So 6 games left in the section. There's a lot of games. Teams are going to beat each other, and all we can do is control our own destiny, which we do. And we're going to play a Latrobe team. It's very surprising to me that they're 3-5 in the section. If you watch them play, Gateway, how good they played Gateway, how well they played Gateway, you see some of their wins, and then you see them struggle against Laurel Highlands. They just really didn't shoot the ball well against them whenever they lost to Laurel Highlands. So, but they're a good team. They have a lot of seniors that played a lot of basketball, so it's going to be a challenge. But our kids are really up for it. We had some good practices, the scouting report, and like I said, we're so proud of where our kids are at right now. As a coach, you want your kids to improve going the season, and if you just look at not just our wins, really we talked about a practice yesterday. Latrobe was probably that in the first game against TJ was probably really only our 2 games that we didn't have a chance to win out of the whole season. So we're ready to go, and it's nice. We had remote learning today, and Latrobe had the remote learning, so we'll get on the bus and we'll go up there and do our best. Our kids, it's an exciting time for them, and it is great for them to be going through this process.
What did you learn in that first meeting that'll help you out tonight?
Well, the one thing we've learned is I hope number 35 doesn't shoot like he did. But he shot the ball really well. But in all seriousness, you have to rebound the basketball against them. They're going to play a lot of different defenses. They're going to deny Isaac the basketball. We want Isaac to really to drive, try to get to that foul line a little bit. But the biggest thing for them is the way they hit the offensive boards. And we have to do a great job with that. No matter if we're playing man-to-man zone, whatever, it comes down to that. And that's the one thing, too. They do have some shot blockers in there. The 6'7" transfer kid in there is doing really good. In fact, he started against Gateway. So we have to be prepared for him. And like I said, we have a really good scouting report, and we're going to see what we can do.
That's Uniontown head coach Rob Kizmarski. The Red Raiders on the road at Greater Latrobe tonight. You can watch that game on the WMBS YouTube page, and, of course, we'll have it for you here on the radio tonight as well. Over on the WMBS Facebook page, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs host the Gateway Gators. We'll talk to the head coach of the Mustangs, John Smith, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues here on WMBS.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin, and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family-owned and operated, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers a variety of affordable services, traditional, cremation with viewing and simple cremation, plus warmth, convenience, and ample parking. And they are ready to assist you. Best wishes to all of our local teams from the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
Brian Rosette back here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Got a pair of games in our platforms tonight. Uniontown at Greater Latrobe, Laurel Highlands hosting Gateway. Back with the head coach of the Mustangs, John Smith. And John, certainly a tough game for you. The last time you were on the road on Friday at McKeesport, you actually had a second-half lead. Unfortunately, could not hang on, and the Tigers were able to knock off your Mustangs as you fell back a little bit in the playoff race.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we were going to be in for a battle. I think, you know, all these section games are going to be that way. Credit to McKeesport, they gave us a little bit of problems early on. We were able to fight back there. take a little bit of a lead there in the third quarter, and then they hit a couple shots, and we missed a few, and that's how it goes. I mean, 2-possession game, 6 points could have went either way. I told the boys, anytime that you're in a ball game with a quality opponent, and and it's a single-digit game one way or the other, you played a good game. So we didn't play good enough to win, but we played a good game, and we just have to continue to get better and get ready for Gateway tonight.
2 tough games this week, of course, at home tonight against Gateway, on the road Friday at Greater Latrobe. Do you feel you need to win really one of the two to keep your playoff hopes alive?
Well, yeah. I mean, all these games. McKeesport was that was our first game coming back around this time through the section. So if our section proves anything, anybody can win at any time, and anybody could lose at any time. So we just got to stay focused on the next game, focus on doing what we need to do in order to be successful, and hang around. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. Franklin Regional was pulling away early, and they had gave up a few, and and then they had another good win. Their first coming back around. Penn Trafford on the road was so you don't know. I think they're all must win. But at the end of the day, I guess we're not going to know what's going to be enough until for about 3 more weeks.
But you had a tough time playing down at Gateway earlier on this season. What did you learn from that game that'll help you out tonight?
Well, Gateway's a tough place to play, and I think the boys were. I think we were quick on our decision making. We settled for a lot of shots in the second half, and we can't do that. We actually started that game out fairly competitive with Gateway, and then we just got away from what we needed to do. And I look for us to be a much more competitive game tonight.
Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck against the Gators tonight.
All right, Brian. Thank you.
That's our Highlands head coach, John Smith. Again, the Mustangs at home tonight taking down the Gateway Gators. You can watch the game on the WMBS Facebook page. Here on the radio and on YouTube, we have Uniontown on the road at Greater Latrobe. It'll have our This State Uniontown basketball history segment for you next when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this. Chris Parker Jr., it's a new year and a great time to save at Autoland on a new Hyundai.
All with the quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty. Hyundai owner assurance with 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper protection, and unlimited roadside assistance. We still have a great selection of new vehicles at pre-tariff prices and 0% financing. Or how about leasing a 26 Elantra SE for $199 per month, or a 26 Kona SE crossover for $219 per month? Just see us for details.
Conveniently located in downtown Uniontown and family-owned for over 60 years, Autoland Hyundai has been voted best in Fayette import dealership and one of the best new car dealerships. Another reason is dealing with friendly hometown salespeople. And the third reason is Autoland's award-winning service department, who will continue to take care of you and your Hyundai after the sale.
You can also visit us at AutolandHyundai.com. And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com. When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big result.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Time now for this date in Uniontown basketball history segment. Of course, Uniontown tonight on the road to Greater Latrobe, and Uniontown has fared well on January the 20th with an all-time record of 19-4. We'll go all the way back 101 years ago to 1925 when Uniontown walloped Indiana 60-7. Charlie Hyatt led the way with 18 points. On this date back in 1928, 98 years ago, Uniontown down Jeanette 34-19. Bob Corey led the way with 12 points. The Red Raiders won at Greensburg on this date in 1930, 14-11. Nelson Ford, the leading scorer, with 4. On this date back in 1933, Uniontown won at Scottdale 28-19. Dicey Simon led the way with 9 points. Of course, there's a Dicey Simon officials chapter right now in Fayette County. On this date back in 1942, Uniontown down Jeanette 38-23. Clem Tatum, the leading scorer, with 15. The Red Raiders knocked off Dunbar on this date in 1948, 36-30. Jimmy Stefanson led the way with 9. Uniontown knocked off South Union on this date in 1950, 45-21. Donald Diddy Mulligan, the leading scorer, with 18 points in that game. The Red Raiders actually lost at Jeanette on this date back in 1953. Jayhawks downing the Red Raiders 55-52. Chuck Zawacki was Uniontown's leading scorer with 11. The Red Raiders, though, bounced back with a win over the Jayhawks on this date back in 1956, 68-52. Tony DeAndrea, the leading scorer, with 24. The Red Raiders also knocked off Penn Joint on this date back in 1959, 70-51. Bobby Crawford and Dick Rischel scored 17 points apiece. The Red Raiders knocked off Charleroi at Charleroi on this date back in 1961, 84-54. Don Yates, Uniontown's leading scorer, with 30 points. It's also the high game for any Red Raider on this date in history. The Red Raiders lost at Farrell on this date back in 1967, 61-48. Dwight DiCarlo led Uniontown with 14 points. The Red Raiders won at Mount Pleasant on this date back in 1970, 87-44. Emil Etheridge led the way with 20. The Red Raiders knocked off Connellsville on this date back in 1981, 79-42. Greg Gabriel led the Red Raiders with 16. Uniontown also knocked off Ringgold on this date back in 1984, 74-57. Darren McLee, Uniontown's leading scorer, with 24. The Red Raiders won at Laurel Highlands on this date back in 1987, 85-84. Darrell Truly led Uniontown with 27. The Red Raiders, though, would fall to the Mustangs on this date back in 1989, 92-85. Mikhail Belt, Uniontown's leading scorer, with 27. The Red Raiders also lost to Ringgold on this date back in 1995, 54-53. Jim Fitzgerald led the way with 18. The Red Raiders won at Albert Gallatin on this date in 1998, 86-53. Donovan Wright was Uniontown's leading scorer with 22 points. To go back to 2004, Uniontown a big win over Southmoreland, 86-42. Junior Mays led 4 Red Raiders in double figures. He had 15 points. The Red Raiders defeated Norland on this date in 2006, 69-55. Josh Thomas and Mark Umble scored 13 points apiece. The Red Raiders will win over Indiana on this date in 2009, 78-68. Sean Ciccone led Uniontown with 18. The Red Raiders won at Thomas Jefferson on this date in 2015, 74-62 behind Jeremy Perkins, who scored 23 points. Uniontown also knocked off South Park on the state in 2017, 65-61. Cam Fitzgerald led the way with 17. The Red Raiders a 62-56 win over Waynesburg on the state in 2018. Again, Cam Fitzgerald the leading scorer with 23. And the last time Uniontown played on this state back in 2020, a 65-45 win at Washington behind Isaiah Melvin, who scored 19 points. That's our This Date in Uniontown history segment for January the 20th. Again, the Red Raiders tonight on the road to Greater Latrobe. And we'll have the starting lineups in the opening tip-off. They're on the way next.
At Uniontown Printing Press, they are more than T-shirts. They are about you and everything you love. And they are local. Operated by Mookie John and Kenny Musco, they share the passion with your group, club, or team, the excitement you have for your event or cause. And that makes your business stand out from the rest. Uniontown Printing Press believes that custom T-shirts do more than just make you look good. They help you feel good and inspire you to do good. Call Uniontown Printing Press at 724-366-7095. That's 724-366-7095. Are you down with UPP?
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today, 724-439-3228, for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish the very best to all our local hoops teams this season and remind everyone that our team of board-certified specialists are highly committed to provide the highest quality of care for any and all gastrointestinal and liver problems. Call us at 724-437-7677.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Stova and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Stova shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacements, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
Brian Morozak and Tony Anula back here at Greater Latrobe High School. Great atmosphere here tonight for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats and the Uniontown Red Raiders. About 5 minutes away from tipping it off tonight. Tony is your starting lineups to be brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams.
All right, thanks, Brian. For the visiting Uniontown Red Raiders, who come in 8-7 overall, they're 4-4 in Section 1-5A play. Their head coach is Rob Kazmarski in his 24th year. His assistant coach is Ware Gladman. Coach Kazmarski's starters for tonight will be number 2, Cam Dugan, a 5'9 junior guard, averaging 13 points a game. Number 5, Nolan Baker, a 6-foot junior guard, averaging 11 points a game. Number 11, Isaac Ellsworth, a 6-foot senior guard, averaging 19 points a game. Number 12, Anthony Sheffy, a 6'5 junior guard, averaging 3 points a game. And number 14, Peyton Fitzgerald, a 6'6 junior forward, averaging 7.5 points a game for the Red Raiders. On the other side for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats, who come in 5-9 overall, they're 3-5 in Section 1-5A play. Their head coach, Mr. Brad Wetzel, he's also in his 24th year. His starters for tonight will be number 1, Alex Amond, a 5'11 junior guard, averaging a couple points a game. Number 2, Robert Young, a 6'7 senior center, averaging a double-double, 11 points and 10 rebounds a game. Number 5, Ian DeSerbe, a 6'4 senior guard forward, averaging 15 points a game. Number 12, Sawyer Butina, a 6-foot senior guard, averaging 8 points a game. And Andy Tash, number 15, a 6'4 junior forward, averaging 12 points for the Wildcats.
And Tony, this Uniontown team starting to peak at the right time. The Red Raiders have won 3 in a row, 4 of their last 5, and really playing some pretty good basketball here over the last couple of weeks.
Well, they have been, and we talked about this a little in the pregame. They, in the first game against Latrobe, shot 18% from the field, only 11 for 60. And the big number, Brian, when we looked at that, they were 0 for 22 from the three-point line. So it's one of those nights where I don't think Uniontown can shoot that bad again. And if they do, it could be a long, long night.
And Tony, watching warm-ups, I do not see number 35, Dom Scarton, dressed for Greater Latrobe tonight. Remember, Scarton scored 25 against the Red Raiders back in December.
Now you got to wonder, maybe he's injured or not exactly sure what the case is, but yeah, had 25 against him. And even Coach Kazmarski mentioned it in the pregame that he didn't want him to shoot as good as he did the last game.
He might be in the center huddle over here. We'll double check in just a moment before we jump ahead of ourselves, but we did not see him warming up there off to the left. Billy's saying no, he's not dressed. Billy's saying no, he's not dressed tonight.
Okay, interesting.
So that is a good break for Uniontown here this evening after Scarton scored 25 against the Red Raiders back in December. And you look at this Wildcats lineup, you mentioned Robert Young averaging 11 points and 10 rebounds a game. They also have Michael Manios off the bench. He's a 6'2 sophomore guard averaging 6 points a game.
Well, the big thing for Uniontown tonight, and we talked about this a little earlier, is their bigs have to play good. I mean, they have to have a nice game. You know, looking at those numbers, Uniontown had 19 offensive rebounds last time, only 6 defensive rebounds in that first game against Latrobe, which means that Latrobe crushed them on the glass. So they're going to have to keep Young intact, and it's a big lineup. I mean, DeSerbe's physical underneath, Andy Tash is physical, so they've got to really be ready to play and to box out and to get some rebounds here to stay in this game.
Yeah, the Wildcats certainly been a tough team to figure out this year. We mentioned their 82-43 win over Uniontown. Came back a couple of nights later, lost 60-54 against Laurel Highlands, had a 2-point loss against Penn Trafford, 67-65, but knocked off Franklin Regional on the road, 63-55. They've almost played better on the road than they have at home this year.
Well, yeah, and even the last game, they only lost by 8 to section leader Gateway, and Gateway's a tough place to play, but yeah, you're right, it seems Latrobe does play better on the road, but it's one of those things. They're big, they're physical. Uniontown's got to be ready.
Should be a fun night tonight. We're back with the opening tip-off right after this. The Greater Latrobe Wildcats and the Uniontown Red Raiders here on WBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
Okay, my New Year's resolution was to listen to my body, and my body says it's tired, coughing, and hates January. Sounds like your body wants MontyMed same-day care. I tried ignoring it. That was resolution number 2. Let me guess. You Googled it? Yeah. Now I'm scared. Let's not do that. I'm Kendall Soliero, a provider at Montgomery Medical. Walk in, get real answers, and start feeling better. No appointment needed. Wow, a resolution I can actually keep.
New year, same germs. Walk into Montgomery Medical today. Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Happy New Year! Go to Ford Uniontown and trade me in!
John Clayton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President Award-winning Ford Uniontown. Dominic, Happy New Year to you.
Hey, JC, to you as well. Let me tell you how we are going to get this new year started off right. Take up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 F-150 STX and take up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2026 Explorer.
Dang, Dom, that's a deal. Listen, we have great offers on all of our new models. And check this out, leasing is back. Lease offers have gotten significantly better, so stop, click, or call to get all of the details.
Pre-owned, you know we got them. We have over 60 in stock. Most are certified with factory warranty and competitive rates.
We are continuing to offer mobile service, online maintenance appointments, and our very popular pickup and delivery option. Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's Ford of Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's, or check us out at FordofUniontown.com. Offers include all applicable incentives. Sale ends February 2nd.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Prime Rozak, Tony Anola back here at Greater Latrobe High School, just about set to go. The Greater Latrobe Wildcats and the Uniontown Red Raiders. And Tony, we did get confirmation Dom Scarton out of the starting lineup for Greater Latrobe will not play today with an ankle injury.
Well, and it's big. I mean, they're losing 10 points a game from him off the bench. And well, he probably would have been starting if he was healthy, but it's one of those things where somebody else is going to have to pick up the slack for Latrobe.
Officials here tonight, Keith Giannicola, Tom Kegg, and Neith Kumbaugh. Uniontown in their away maroons, white numbers, a little bit of black trim. They'll work left to right as we describe it here in the opening quarter. The Wildcats of Greater Latrobe and the home whites with black numbers and orange trim. They'll work right to left, their bench off to our right. Interesting, though, Tony, you mentioned it earlier as well. Both Brad Wetzel and Rob Kesmarski both in their 24th year coaching their respective teams.
Yeah, and that says something. And, you know, you talk about stable programs, and both guys do a great job. So, you know, to be around 24 years, that's a pretty big accomplishment.
It's going to be interesting to watch the matchup down low. So now we mentioned the two bigs for Greater Latrobe. Ian DeSerbe, 6'4" senior forward, averaging 15 points and 8 points a game. DeSerbe actually looks bigger than 6'4", and Robert Young, who transferred in at 6'7".
Yeah, and he's a big fella, and he's been playing pretty well lately for Latrobe. Like I said, averaging a double-double with 11 and 10. Gives them a lot of size underneath, and it's one of those things, like I said, Sheffy and Fitzgerald are both going to have to step up and have big games here tonight.
You look at Alex Amon, he doesn't even come up to the shoulders of Robert Young.
Well, that's why he's the point guard.
Yes.
Probably won't see him underneath too much, but yeah, you know, when you think about these guys underneath, you're going to have to block out a lot, play good defense. You got to wonder if Uniontown, they're probably going to start in their traditional man-to-man, but you might see them in a zone eventually because you're going to try to make Latrobe beat you from the outside.
Place is packed tonight. We're over here just behind the scorers table. In the center circle for the Red Raiders, Anthony Sheffy. He'll jump against Ian DeSerbe as Keith Giannicola will step in, and we'll get the Section 1 5A game underway tonight from Greater Latrobe High School. Nice to have you along with us for a Tuesday night of high school basketball here on WMBS. Sheffy and DeSerbe set to go. Keith Giannicola, some last-minute instructions. And the ball in the air, and the opening tap goes to Greater Latrobe. And a quick floater, no good there from Andy Tash. And Uniontown a quick rebound with Cam Dugan going the other way.
Well, it's kind of interesting. I saw Tash kind of signaling to DeSerbe to tip it back, and he did, but he just kind of went off his feet a little too quick, didn't get close enough to the basket and missed the shot.
Cam Dugan driving, and the ball tied up there with Tash. They'll go to the possession arrow. It favors Uniontown here early on, so the Red Raiders will trigger it in scoreless 17 seconds in.
Kind of impressed, too, that DeSerbe outjumped Fitzgerald underneath there.
Going to trigger it in here is Nolan Baker for Uniontown. Baker needs to hurry, sends it up high on the left there to Anthony Sheffy. Hands off to Cam Dugan. Resets here, edge of the zone, watched by Sawyer Butina, who came in averaging 8.6 assists and 2 steals per game. Nolan Baker switching back there with Sheffy, the big guy, going to take the three. It's off the mark. Butina the rebound there for Greater Latrobe. He'll go quickly up the floor to Amon, down the lane to DeSerbe, who gets the opening 2 points of the game, Ian DeSerbe.
Now DeSerbe, he knows how to take it to the, and there's a quick turnover there. Dugan missed the pass thrown in by Sheffy. So there's going to be a quick turnover by Uniontown, and Latrobe to get it underneath their own hoop.
Again, you go back to that December meeting. Latrobe started the game on a 15-0 run against Uniontown.
15-0 is 20-2 at one point in time. 25-6 after the first quarter, and really, Uniontown could never come back after that.
Tash sending it off far side. Sawyer Butina bounces out to the near wing. Amon back up top against Tash, who spins on the inside, lost the handle, and poked away into the hands of Uniontown's Nolan Baker.
Yeah, nice hands by Baker to stick his hand in there and knock that ball loose from Tash. And Uniontown comes away with the turnover.
Cam Dugan off to Isaac Ellsworth. A little ball fake, works to his right, long two up top, off the mark. And the rebound pulled down by Robert Young of Greater Latrobe.
Might have been a little forced by Ellsworth there, I'm sorry.
No, I agree with you there, Tony. Quick shot from Isaac, who came into the game with 943 career points. There's another jumper off the mark on the initial shot attempt there from Robert Young, but he got his own rebound and put it back up and in. And Greater Latrobe off to a 4-0 lead over Uniontown.
Yeah, just no box out there. Young was able to just run right down the lane, get his own rebound, and put it back.
Cam Dugan trying to spin back off of Butina. Switch back up top with Baker. Baker tried to come between defenders. Here on the near elbow, got stripped. Here's Ian DeServe going the other way, taking it right to the rack. Missed shot attempt, offensive rebound. Young missed on the putback, ball still loose, and Anthony Sheffy out of the pack with it there for Uniontown.
Well, I will say one thing. Latrobe is getting point-blank shots no matter what.
Dugan spinning his way back through center, leaves there for Ellsworth, who drives. Off-balance shot, no good, but he was fouled. And Isaac went to the free throw line to shoot two. Interesting, Tony, going back to that first matchup, Ellsworth was held without a field goal in that game, was 0 of 9 from the three-point range, and in fact had 6 points all from the free throw line.
Yeah, and 0 for 11 from the field. And as we said, Uniontown 0 for 22 in that first contest from the three-point line.
First of two free throws here for Isaac, no good. Rare miss for him at the free throw line. Came in 85%, 58 of 68.
Yeah, very good free throw shooter for Uniontown, and you're right. Unusual for him to miss. They need to get it here to set up the press.
Isaac's second of two free throws good, so Uniontown on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. It's 4-1. And sometimes you just have these situations, Tony, where one team has another team's number. Uniontown's hoping that's not the case with Greater Latrobe here tonight. And a nice little poke. Dugan forces the turnover. Four there to Nolan Baker, who drives, misses, but gets fouled underneath.
Good strong move there by Baker to take it strong against Tash. And Tash is going to pick up his first foul.
Certainly to help the cause for Uniontown if they can get some of the Greater Latrobe bigs in some early foul trouble. It's one on Tash, one on Robert Young.
Yeah, and you're right. If you can pick up a second foul on either one of those, it's going to change the complexion of the game. Baker from the line misses the first.
Especially to consider the fact that Latrobe not as much depth tonight with Scarton out of the lineup.
Right. Well, just to get the bigs out. I mean, it's a big physical lineup for Latrobe. And you know what you're going to get when you come here to play.
Baker misses both free throws. Tash pulls down the rebound there for Latrobe. Up the floor to Amon. Inside there to DeServe. Trying to work on Fitzgerald. Put off the glass. Shot won't drop. And the rebound pulled down by Peyton Fitzgerald. Sends it off and across. Here on the near side to Cam Dugan. Try to shuffle it over there to Nolan Baker, who's called for the travel.
Yeah, Baker doesn't agree with it, but he did shuffle his feet trying to make a move there. And on the previous possession, you got to give Fitzgerald good credit for sticking his ground underneath there, playing good defense against the serve on the defensive end.
On our Mausers Tires scoreboard, Gateway off to a 6-0 lead over Laurel Highlands. Mustangs playing the top team in Section 1 and 5A tonight.
You had Michael Montios check in for Latrobe here.
Being his first action, off to Butina on the near wing. Touch from Young. Far side to DeServe, try to go back into Young, got deflected. Young able to regain a lot of contact. No foul called. Young missed on the first shot attempt. Got it back, tried to pull it back out, and a floor foul called here on Uniontown.
Yeah, the foul's going to be on Baker on the reach. And I think he's saying a little something. Got to be careful there because
Uniontown foul number 5.
He's looking. Referee didn't really like what he was saying, so Baker got to be careful.
Sawyer Butina to trigger it into DeServe. Little touch up towards the glass. The shot won't drop. Sheffy the rebound. Try to come forward, had deflected down. Tash finds the loose ball, comes back inside, more contact, and Tash called for the charge, and that's his second personal foul.
Good job by Sheffy to hold his ground there, and that's a big foul. So it's going to take the 6'4" Tash probably out of the game here with 5 minutes to go. first quarter. They're going to bring in Owen Teslovich. Teslovich only 6 foot, so a little bit of an advantage now for Uniontown getting the 6'4" Tash out of the game.
It's a 4-1 lead for Greater Latrobe over Uniontown. 5 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Brian Morozak along with Tony Hanola, Billy Dice behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Dugan thinking about the long three, now comes inside, resets in the near corner, long two, good. Nolan Baker. First field goal of the game for Uniontown. They're back to within 1 and 4-3. Here at the 4:39 mark of the opening quarter, and a quick steal. Baker comes back for a quick two, and just like that, Tony, Uniontown in the lead.
Well, Cam Dugan with beautiful defense there, saved it from going out of bounds, and then hit Baker on the cut.
Pretty pass coming back for the Wildcats. Miss off the drive. Bettina could have been basket interference, not called. They send it out to Manios, who misses there on a three. Ellsworth a rebound, got fouled by Bettina.
Yeah, Bettina going to get his first foul going the same spot that Ellsworth did with the rebound, and Ellsworth draws the foul. So now all of a sudden, 14 fouls against Latrobe here. We still have 4:19 to go, first quarter.
And those fouls coming in a hurry, and Uniontown now a 5-4 lead. As Tony said, haven't even played 4 minutes yet tonight here at Greater Latrobe High School. Baker, long cross-court pass near side. Dugan off and across to Isaac Ellsworth. They're going to rule him out of bounds here on the near side. That was bumped out there by Amon, wasn't called, and Greater Latrobe will get the basketball back.
I totally agree with you, and I think Coach Gizmarski does too. I thought Ellsworth tried to make a move along the sideline there and got pushed out of bounds, but they said he stepped on the sideline.
Amon sends it into Manios. Manios brings it across up top, watched there by Sheffy. In the far corner to Owen Teslovich on the wing to DeSerb. Goes cross court near side again to Manios, watched there by Sheffy. Between the circles to Sawyer Butina. Up top now DeSerb misses there on a three, and Latrobe's been cold from the field as Fitzgerald pulled down that rebound for Uniontown.
That's going to be a foul on Amon there. As Ellsworth again tried to drive on Amon. And that's going to be the 5th foul, so Uniontown's going to shoot the rest of this first quarter.
Yeah, Red Raiders in the bonus, and we're still only here at the 3:45 mark of the opening quarter. Isaac Ellsworth 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Red Raiders lead it 5-4, 3:45 left here in the first.
Uniontown only 1 for 4 from the line so far here in this first quarter.
First of 2 here from Isaac Good. Get him a little confidence.
Yeah, he's yet to have a field goal in 2 games against this Latrobe team.
I think that'll change as this game plays out.
Oh, I do too. But it's just strange because we've seen Ellsworth fill him up, boy.
Now Isaac for a second of 2. Chase White getting set to check in on the Uniontown side. And another free throw make by Isaac Ellsworth. Now White will check in here for Sheffy. Latrobe will trigger it in, but it's Uniontown leading 7-4.
Well, full court pressure going to be applied now by Uniontown.
Goes into Manios. Watched there by Nolan Baker. Now backs off. Manios looking to drive. A floated up. Came up short. To serve the offensive rebound. Trying to come back inside. And Baker with the strip. Bounce pass forward to Chase White. Wasn't expecting it. Actually behind him. Goes out of bounds. And back over to Greater Latrobe.
Yeah, Baker should have just drove a little bit closer to that foul line and drew the defense towards him. He would have had Dugan wide open, but it was White wide open, but it was one of those things, kind of threw it a little bit quick and it got out of bounds.
Now White back out of the game, Sheffy back in for Uniontown as Manios brings it across here for Greater Latrobe. On the near wing to Sawyer Butina, he's watched by Dugan. Fires it down low, it'll turn and shoot halfway down, but wouldn't drop. There for Robert Young, another tough luck shot there, Tony, for the Wildcats.
Well, they have missed a lot of shots in the lane right now.
Dugan coming back, tight defense from Butina, kicked in the corner. Fitzgerald, high arcing three, good. Peyton Fitzgerald hitting from the outside, and Uniontown now leads 10-4. And a quick foul called here coming back. I think they're going to get Dugan.
Yep, they are going to get Dugan. That's his first. Only second team foul for Uniontown.
Now the Red Raiders a 6-point lead. Remember, Greater Latrobe knocked off Uniontown by 39 when these two teams met back in December. Uniontown High School and Ellsworth forcing another turnover. Isaac Ellsworth, jumper right in the lane, good. And there's his first field goal of the night. He has 5. And the Red Raiders starting to run away early. They lead by 8 at 12-4. 2:45 left here in the opening quarter.
Now they've already doubled their output of the first quarter when they played at Uniontown. Only scored 6 points there.
Amon off to Butina on the far side. Up top now, Robert Young, near side, Manios. Manios near elbow, contested jumper, no good. DeSerb offensive rebound, floats it back and scores on the putback. Ian DeSerb, his second field goal of the game. He has 4. Wildcats back to within 6 of the Red Raiders at 12-6 here at the 2:20 mark of the opening quarter.
I think Coach Kazmarski wanted it over it back there, but DeSerb, he can jump out of this building, and he was just able to go over everybody, get that offensive rebound, and put it back in.
Ellsworth back to Dugan here, edge of the zone. Works around Butina. He'll float it in the lane. It's off the mark. And the rebound pulled down by Latrobe's Robert Young. Up to Butina, head to Manios. Spinning off the far baseline, resetting on the wing there to DeSerb. Touch from Butina, over to Young. Back out to DeSerb for 3, too strong. Rebound poked around and then controlled by Uniontown's Cam Dugan going the other way. Dugan coming back, threw it up over the shoulder. Shot attempt no good, but he got fouled. And Cam Dugan went back to the free throw line here for Uniontown.
They're going to call that on Amon. That's his second. So now all of a sudden, Tash and Amon, 2 starters with 2 fouls each. And that's going to send Cam Dugan to the line. Dugan, a 62% free throw shooter on the year.
Our Mausers Tires scoreboard, Tony. Laurel Highlands and Gateway now tied at 10. That game entering the second quarter already.
Well, that would be a huge upset. And how much momentum and everything would that go for Laurel Highlands to beat Gateway?
And the section's been tough to figure out this year. And Dugan misses on the first of 2 free throw attempts. We mentioned during the open, Tony, never in Uniontown basketball history have the Red Raiders lost a first meeting to a team by 39 or more points and then came back to win the second meeting. They have an opportunity to do that here tonight. Well, Dugan's second of 2 free throws good. His first point of the game. Red Raiders extend their lead now to 7 at 13-6. 1:42 left here in the opening quarter. DeSerb over to Manios. Down low, Robert Young. Back to Manios, coming off the far baseline, up top to Amon. Now Sawyer Butina driving from up top. Shot attempt no good. Rebound tipped around. Fitzgerald going for the save, but picked off there by Alex Amon. Amon sending it off to Sawyer Butina. Butina jumper, far elbow, no good again. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Young finds it, puts it back up and in. A lot of second chance opportunities for Greater Latrobe, even though they're staying cold from the field now. Ellsworth 3 from the parking lot, short off the front of the rim, follows it up, gets his own rebound, leans back inside, another miss, and to serve that rebound for Greater Latrobe.
Yeah, Ellsworth, I thought those were 2 forces right there. Take some time, run some clock. You're up 5. Under a minute to go here, first quarter.
Uniontown 13, Greater Latrobe 8. 52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Manios on the outside, to his left to DeSerb up top. They're trying to set the screen, but Uniontown's played solid defense. Now on the inside of Manios. He'll get a quick 2 to drop. His first 2 of the game. And the Wildcats back to within 3 of the Red Raiders at 13-10.
Yeah, sweet little pass there from DeSerb. Saw Manios cutting baseline and an easy basket for him.
Chase White out to Dugan. Let's see if Uniontown plays for the last shot here. Over to Sheffy. He's going to drive inside. Missed there. No foul called. Robert Young was defending. Now Amon back on the other side. Scoop shot no good. Ellsworth the rebound as Manios hit the deck. Ellsworth back across. 11 seconds left on the clock. Ellsworth deep 3 in and out. Offensive rebound White out to Fitzgerald. He'll reload and hit his second 3 of the night. Peyton Fitzgerald, the big guy, showing range. 2 made 3s here in the opening quarter, and Uniontown up 16-10 after 1. We're back with a 2nd and 60 here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500. Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Brian Mrozek, Tony Anola back here at Greater Latrobe High School. Uniontown a 16-10 lead over the Wildcats after 1 quarter of play. And our cameraman Billy Dice pointing out to us, Tony, and a great point in that. Peyton Fitzgerald had not hit a 3 all season coming into this game. Drained 2 here in the opening quarter.
Well, that's a good sign for him. And you're right, I think it is the first 3 he's made all season long. I'm checking the stats here.
Hopefully that trend can continue for Uniontown. Sawyer Butina brings it across here for Greater Latrobe. Little bump off of Dugan. Inside to DeSerb. Floater in the lane, no good. Rebound tipped around, controlled there by Robert Young. Comes back inside, another miss. Young looking for a third attempt on the possession. Had it deflected out of play by Peyton Fitzgerald. Will stay with the Wildcats here in the Uniontown zone.
And Billy is correct. Fitzgerald was 0 for 3 from 3 prior to those 2 shots made in that first quarter.
Never questioned Billy.
No.
Especially on Uniontown basketball
Exactly.
stats. Here, off the inbounds pass, Young took it right to the basket. Again, the shot was halfway down, came back out, but he was fouled, and he'll get an opportunity here at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's going to be on Sheffy. It's going to send Young to the line. Young, 4 points so far here tonight. But you're right. I mean, tell you what, Brian, they're seeing a lot of shots in the lane and just can't get them to go.
Young had 9 against Uniontown back in December. First of 2 free throws here, no good. And you told me, Tony, he had kind of an interesting journey getting here to Greater Latrobe.
Well, he started at Summit Academy last year, played for them, and then via Adelphi, he's with Latrobe.
Young, second of 2 free throws, good. Soft touch there. He has 5. It's a 16-11 lead for Uniontown over Greater Latrobe, opening 20 seconds of the second quarter. Dugan going cross court far side to Ellsworth. Another deep 3. Came up short. Offensive rebound. Baker missed on the putback. And the ball tipped around and then Tash there with the control for Greater Latrobe. Up to Butina in the lane to a spinning DeSerb. Missed there, but the putback good from Robert Young, using that 6'8" frame to his advantage for a quick 2. Ball quickly deflected out of play. Will stay here with Uniontown.
Yeah, that ball near steal by Butina. Fortunate for Uniontown it went off of him, because that would have been a quick turnover, giving them a little momentum. 16-13 now. Scored 3 quick points here in this second quarter.
A little token pressure, Butina on Dugan, who brings it across. Dugan resets here high on the right. Bounce pass on the inside to a cutting Ellsworth, who leans and scores. So Isaac Ellsworth getting it done this time on the inside. He leads Uniontown with 7 points. Red Raiders up 5 now at 18-13 as we go under the 7-minute mark of the second quarter.
That was a nice move trying to draw the foul on Young, but no call, but still got the basket to go.
DeSerb, too strong on that 3. Got it back off a deflection. Comes back inside and gets another 2 to go. Sween DeSerb with 6. Wildcats back to within 3 of Uniontown at 18-15 here at the 6:39 mark of the second quarter.
Yeah, they are just controlling the offensive glass.
And Dugan called for a carry there for the Red Raiders.
Well, he got away with that earlier in that first quarter. Now they're going to call it here, but he's kind of dribbled it a little high, kind of cupping it a little bit there as he's taking it to the basket, so it's going to be a turnover. Dugan now looking for a steal here.
2 tight games so far tonight on our platforms, on our Mauser's Tires scoreboard. Gateway leads Laurel Highland 16-13. 4 minutes left there before halftime. Here, Uniontown leads Greater Latrobe 18-15 with 6:30 left in the second quarter. Butina over to Tash. Tash floater in the lane, no good. And another rebound pulled down by Isaac Ellsworth. So many close opportunities gone awry for the Wildcats tonight. Quick 3, Ellsworth off the front of the rim, no good. Butina, the rebound there, spinning off of Nolan Baker. Forward to a wide open Robert Young, who repositions and gets another 2 to go. Young 5 here in the second, 9 for the game. Wildcats the closest they've been in a while. Now only down 1 at 18-17.
Ellsworth trying to draw the foul on Monios.
He's all over Ellsworth right now. Isaac working underneath, got 2 deep, kicks it back out to Dugan far wing. Up top to a wide open Sheffy. They're going to give him that 3 and he'll hit it. So the big guys tonight for Uniontown, Tony, showing range. Fitzgerald's knocked down 2 threes for Sheffy. That's only the 3rd 3 he's hit all year, as Monios misses there from the outside for Greater Latrobe. Sheffy the rebound, off and across again to Nolan Baker. He thought about the 3, back to Sheffy. He'll take a long 2 near wing. And he came up short.
Yeah, just hit the net, no rim though.
And Monios coming back with a little head fake, touch from Butina. Back inside to Robert Young, a lot of contact, nothing called. And Young gets another 2 to go. He's working the blocks well for Greater Latrobe tonight. 7 here in the second, 11 for the game. Wildcats back to within 2 of Uniontown at 21-19. Fitzgerald far wing and in, tried the dunk, missed it, but got fouled.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that would have been a sweet dunk right there, but he took it strong. Give Fitzgerald credit. Took it strong, and he picked up the foul against DeSerb. So DeSerb with his first foul. It's going to send Fitzgerald to the line. And a good, strong move.
That would have been a monster dunk if he could have laid that one down.
That would have been a monster dunk. That would have been a little posterizer there.
Yes. Now Fitzgerald has to regroup and hit a couple of free throws where he's 56% so far this season. First of 2 short off the front of the rim. Uniontown as a team much improved over the last couple of weeks. Now 66%, 200 of 304.
Only 5 for 9 from the line here so far tonight, though.
They won games against Franklin Regional and Laurel Highlands by making their free throws. Second of 2 from Fitzgerald, good. 7 for Peyton Fitzgerald. 22-19 Uniontown. Latrobe finally getting it in. Tash out of the corner, resets to the wing. Back now, edge of the zone, Sawyer Butina. Near wing now, Ian DeSer. Back to Butina. 4:52 left before halftime. Wildcats the basketball down 3. Tash up top. Almost a fumble, able to regain over to DeSer, who cuts and draws the foul. Shot attempt no good. But DeSer will have 2 free throws upcoming here for the Wildcats.
Let me tell you, that's a good foul. Coffey got that foul, and that's a good foul because I think DeSer might have been able to throw a dunk down. And if he would have done that, this crowd would have went crazy. And that's the last thing Uniontown needs right now.
And they're warning the Latrobe student section over there.
Yeah, we saw that at Penn Trafford last week, too.
And DeSer has scored 6 points so far in this game. This will be his first free throw attempt of the night. And it's up on the way and no good. Chase White now checking in for Fitzgerald on the Uniontown side.
Chase White.
I think Manny Dice working as a water boy down there tonight as well.
He's done everything here tonight so far. Pizza, hot dogs, chips.
He has some ducks too as DeSer misses on the second of 2 free throws. Now Uniontown going the other way. Ellsworth quick 3, far corner with the splash. Isaac Ellsworth, his first made 3 of the game. He's in double figures with 10. Now has 953 career points, and the Red Raiders force a quick little miss there from the Wildcats. Ellsworth with it back on the other side. A little scoop shot off the mark. Coffey going for the rebound, keeping it alive. Coffey down low. Missed on that shot attempt. Now we should have a jump ball called here.
And we are, and the possession arrow goes to the Red Raiders. No, I'm sorry. They're pointing, unless they switched it over already.
I'm giving Uniontown the basketball.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And Nolan Baker will work it in, but a nice little surge here for Uniontown now as the Red Raiders up 6 at 25-19 with the basketball here at the 4:15 mark of the second quarter. Dugan off to his left to Ellsworth between the circles. Deep 3 up top off the mark. Underneath the rebound pulled down by Tash. He brings it off and across on the near side. Over to Alex Amon. Up top again to DeSer. Far side, Sora Butina. Another touch from Amon. Watched there by Chase White. Goes on the inside to DeSer. Will juggle. Regains on the wing. Tash. 4-3 out the front of the rim. No good. Battle for the loose ball. Rebound. Chase White finds it there for Uniontown. Up and across to Nolan Baker. Baker with a quick 3. Good again. The Red Raiders hitting 3s tonight. That's 5 made 3s. And we're going to have the ball deflected out of play on the far side. Maybe a foul here as well. Yes, the foul called. It'll go on Cam Dugan, his second.
And that's a big foul on Dugan. So he's going to pick up 2 with 3:39 to go. Let's see what happens here. Referee shuttling transportation here. He's waiting for the dead ball. It looked like Young might have checked in a little too quick there for Latrobe. Uniontown with its biggest lead of the night at 9, 28-19.
They really played well tonight. You consider the results of the game between these two teams the first time around. When Latrobe won by 39. Amon up top there to Robert Young. To his right to Sawyer Butina. Watched by White. Over to Young again. A little ball fake. Lost the dribble up top. Needs help there. Gets it with Tash. Back to Manios. And now once again Young far elbow. Baseline Amon. Up top to Manios. Deliberate possession here for the Wildcats. Looking for a good matchup. Young has it here. Trying to work over Donovan Coffey. Shot was no good. Deflected out of play. They rule this. Greater Latrobe basketball. Uniontown fans don't like it, Tony.
Yeah, Amon and Ellsworth were underneath fighting for it. I actually thought it was off Amon too, but they called it off Ellsworth. Coach Kazmarski doesn't like it. Neither does the Uniontown faithful.
So Butina will trigger it back in. They find to serve free here left of the lane. Shovels back. Manios back in the corner to serve for three. Off the mark. Rebound deflected around. Young finds it again. Out far side, Sawyer Butina. Little fade away. No good from Butina. Third attempt there on the possession. Young, another miss. Took 4 tries, and they finally got it in from to serve. So Latrobe finally taking advantage of some of those second chance opportunities, but White comes back for Uniontown with the answer. First 2 for White off the Uniontown bench. The Uniontown lead stays at 9 at 30-21.
Just great drive there by Chase White, going strong against Robert Young, trying to pick up his second foul, but really didn't move good on defense, and White able to get that basket to go.
Here's DeSerb, little pivot back up top to Young, near wing to Amon. Watched there by Ellsworth. Over to Manios. Far side, Young again with a little head fake. Stays with it over to Bettina. Pass was a little wide. Bettina regains. Sends it back on the far wing again to DeSerb with Baker watching. Dump down again to Young. Working there on Coffey. Little push off not called. Shot attempt no good. And Dugan another rebound for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, good position there. Actually had Manios on his hip.
Dugan
nice
will hop
move.
step in the finish. Cam Dugan, first field goal of the game, has 3 with a made free throw back in the opening quarter. Uniontown now a double-digit lead here over Greater Latrobe at 32-21 with 1:48 left here in the second quarter. We need a timeout.
I think we have blood. Yeah, I think we have some blood here. I think they're going to have to take Young out. Not real sure what happened.
It's been physical tonight. Injury stoppage brought to you by the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive or phone 724-437-7500. We'll step aside for a quick 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Tony, looks like they have all the blood off the court finally. Took a while there.
Yeah, clean up on aisle 5. It did take a while. And I'm not sure what happened to Young. It looked like he might have been bleeding from the mouth.
He's not on the floor right now, being attended to on the far side of the Greater Latrobe bench. So they'll trigger it in. It's Tash sends it in the backcourt to Sawyer Butina. Wildcats working right to left. Tash has it up top. Uniontown leads 32-21. 1:38 left before halftime. The serve out of the corner. Down low to Manios. He'll turn and shoot, and he connects. So Manios, just his second field goal of the game. Tony is 4. The Wildcats back to within 9 of Uniontown at 32-23. Red Raiders coming quickly. And off the drive there, Nolan Baker draws the foul in the lane. I think they're going to get Sawyer Butina.
I think so too, yeah. You had Tash, who was actually trying to draw the charge. Good job by Baker to avoid him, and he picked up the foul on Butina. So now he has 2 as well. And Baker back to the line, 0 for 2 today so far, and now make it 0 for 3.
Misses on the first of 2, came in to this contest. 58% so far this season from the free throw line. Had 3 against the Wildcats back in December, so they pretty much held him in check. Second of 2 here from Baker is good. So Baker now 8 points in this game, including 4 here in the second quarter. And it's a 10-point lead for Uniontown. They force another turnover. Here's Ellsworth going the other way. Quick 3 far wing, good for Isaac Ellsworth. 13 for Ellsworth tonight, including 2 made threes. And the Red Raiders now lead by 13 at 36-23. Ellsworth has now knocked down 58 threes so far this season. Manios back to Tash for 3, looking for an answer back. Won't get it that time, and Chase White the rebound again for Uniontown.
Uniontown under a minute to go. Ellsworth trying to drive on Manios here.
Long 2 near side, another splash from Ellsworth. He has 15 here in the first half, and Uniontown leads by 15. Amon coming back, missed on a quick three. Manios another rebound to DeSerb here on the wing, inside to a cutting Tash, who draws the foul. Shot attempt no good, but Tash will have 2 free throws upcoming. But as cold as Uniontown was during the first meeting, Tony, Latrobe's been that cold here tonight.
Yeah, and I got a feeling they're going to call that on Sheffy. Actually, I thought that Tash was kind of out of control going through the lane, but they're going to pick up the second foul on Sheffy and Tash to go to the line.
And the lead still at 15, and the first of 2 free throws no good there from Andy Tash. He's yet to make an impact in this game, has not scored yet for the Wildcats.
Latrobe only 1 for 5 from the line. Neither team shooting well.
Second of 2 free throws good that time for Tash. His first point of this first half. 38-24 Uniontown, and Amon forces a quick turnover, floats it back up, it goes right to Nolan Baker off the air ball. Baker out of his own zone, 22 seconds left before halftime. His pass got knocked down by Tash, but back into the hands of Peyton Fitzgerald.
Just take your time, run the clock here.
And 13 seconds left in the quarter. White drives and scores. And so Chase White, a couple of field goals here in the second quarter, has 4. It's a 16-point Uniontown lead. DeSerb, far wing, 3-ball and air ball. Amon trying to poke it, and it'll be ruled out of play with .9 left on the clock.
Yeah, well, DeSerb had to get it up there. I mean, the clock was running out, but probably Uniontown just toss it in, and that's the half.
Go to Chase White from three-quarter court, comes up short. So Uniontown, who lost to Greater Latrobe back in December by 39, leads Latrobe by 16 here at halftime. Stay tuned for halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Comes your way next here on WMBS, the True Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
Mauser's Tire Center has been serving the region for more than 50 years, offering new, used, and recap tires, as well as tire repair. Mauser's is located on Route 40 West at Seawrights Crossroads. Need new tires? Call Mauser's today at 724-245-2410 and let them get you ready for the road. Mauser's Tire Center, your trusted source for new and used tires for more than 5 decades. Wishing all area high school teams a successful and healthy season.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out, the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Are you you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
Brian Rozak, Tony Anula back here at Greater Latrobe High School. Halftime, the Uniontown Red Raiders leading the Greater Latrobe Wildcats by a score of 40-24. Our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Tony is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, Brian, for the Red Raiders, 6 Red Raiders in the scoring column. They were led by Isaac Ellsworth, who had 15 points. 10 of those came in the second quarter. He was followed by Nolan Baker, who had 8. Peyton Fitzgerald with 7. 4 points from Chase White. A made 3 by Anthony Sheffey, and 3 points from Cam Dugan. 16 in the first, 24 in the second for their total of 40. They had 6 made 3s, 2 by Ellsworth, 2 by Fitzgerald, 1 by Sheffey, and 1 by Nolan Baker. And the Red Raiders were 6 for 12 from the foul line in that first half. On the other side for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats, they were led in that first half by Robert Young, who had 11 points. He was followed by Ian DeSerb, who had 8. 4 points off the bench from Michael Montios, and a made foul shot by Andy Tash. 10 in the first, 14 in the second for their total of 24. They were 2 for 6 from the foul line, and they did not make a 3 in that first half.
And Tony, you're back. More high school basketball tomorrow. Uniontown back at home, taking on the Fighting Highlanders of Baldwin. 6:45. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, 7 o'clock. Opening tip-off. You'll be joined by Shea Fleener tomorrow night.
Yeah, we got a busy week, Brian. A lot of basketball this week for sure. And, yeah, looking forward to that, looking to see what kind of team Baldwin has. They've been kind of up and down all year as well, so it should be a pretty good contest tomorrow. But the big game right now is for Uniontown to beat this Latrobe team and pick up a section win.
Now our Mausers Tire scoreboard, Gateway up 30-28 over Laurel Highlands. 6:29 left there in the third quarter. Of course, have Geibel and Bishop Canevin for you, 7 o'clock on Thursday. Both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands back in action on Friday. Mustangs actually up here taking on the Wildcats. Uniontown will travel to Penn Trafford to take on the Warriors. So tonight it's Uniontown 40, Greater Latrobe 24 here at the break. Second half comes your way next year on WMBS, the Latrobe Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 63 years and providing quality, reliable service. Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the
stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Sova. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Sova proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetsafetysolutionsllc.com. Ted Sova is proud to support local high school sports.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Haar, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. If you were injured in an accident, don't know where to turn, and want to know what your rights are, we'd be happy to meet with you. We're local and have helped hundreds of people here in Fayette County recover in accident cases. Most importantly, we pride ourselves on being able to locate coverage or find claims that other attorneys may have missed. Call us about your case at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
The best pizza in town is at Little E's El Ultra, Uniontown's newest restaurant with all the organic crust, classic or gluten-free, all organic sauces, all natural meats and toppings, and a variety of specialty pizzas, including vegan options. More than pizza, Little E's has hearty homemade soups, appetizers, calzones, and strombolis, plus a variety of salads with vegan and gluten-free options. Open Wednesday and Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday until 9:30. Phone 724-880-6012 or stop in Little E's 7 West South Street across from a parking garage.
Amidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amidar Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amidar Transit, call them 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Third quarter underway. Greater Latrobe with the basketball working left to right as we describe it for the Wildcats. Some work to do down 16. Almost a turnover there. Good save though, Robert Young getting the feed from DeSerb. Able to put it up and in for two. Now 13 for Young. Wildcats back to within 14 at 40-26.
Yeah, near steal there by Cam Dugan.
Here's Ellsworth trying a little up and under move. Had it blocked away, and the Wildcats find the loose ball as Andy Tash comes out of his own zone, off and across to DeSerb. Little shovel back to Butina, long two, near wing, and air ball. Ellsworth keeping it alive there for Uniontown. Off to Cam Dugan. Probably didn't have to touch it there, Tony.
No, he did not have to touch it. He was fortunate that Dugan was wide open, because if not, that would have been a turnover on his end. Never save the ball under your opponent's basket unless you know it's wide open.
Here's Dugan up top. Long two, fade away, far wing, no good. Rebound controlled by Anthony Sheffy on the offensive glass. Back to Dugan, some operating room, comes back inside, bounces out to Baker here on the near wing. Passes on the long two, resets to Sheffy, who takes the three. It's off the mark. Baker offensive rebound, got blocked by Young. Fitzgerald comes back inside, and this time Young called for the foul. That'll be a second personal.
Give Nolan Baker a lot of credit. He had great position underneath there to get that offensive rebound. That foul's going to be on Young. And another good, strong move by Fitzgerald to the hole to draw another foul on Young. So good job by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with 7 on the night so far. And we said the bigs for Uniontown are going to have to come up with big games. And so far they've done well.
Fitzgerald now 1 of 3 from the free throw line, missing on his first of 2 there.
Yeah, Uniontown 6 for 13 from the foul line.
Fitzgerald now for his second of 2. Up on the way, and this one is good. For the first Uniontown point of this third quarter. 41-26, Uniontown by 15. 6:45 left here in the third. DeSerb on the near wing, working there on Fitzgerald. Switches back with Butina. Works to his left, bounces it into Young. A little turn and shoot, and Young is fouled. Shot attempt no good. I think they're going to get Dugan.
I think so, yep.
That'll be his third.
It is his third, and that's going to be a tough foul there. Dugan with the near steal and got called for kind of swipe in the arm of Young. They're going to say that was in the act.
Yes.
Wow. Interesting. Young 1 for 2 from the line here tonight. He's got 13.
First of 2 on the way and short off the front of the rim. On our Mauser's Tires scoreboard, Laurel Highlands down only 1 at 34-33. Chase White now checks in for Dugan.
And tell you what, LH pulls that upset. That really sets the section topsy-turvy.
Young missed both free throws. Fitzgerald, the rebound there for Uniontown. Off to Baker, stops from the far wing. His 3-ball spins out. Young another rebound for Latrobe. Touch from Butina, across to DeSerb. Fouling extended on the right. His jumper is good. In DeSerb. Now in double figures with 10. Wildcats back to within 13 of Uniontown at 41-28. 6:15 left here in the third. Ellsworth right of the lane. Jumper no good. Baker going for the rebound. Hit the deck hard. Hopefully he's okay, Tony. He took a shot off the floor.
Yeah, he got undercut by Tash as he went up for the rebound. So Tash is going to pick up his third foul. Unfortunately, Baker able to get up. So Tash going to the bench now with 3 fouls. Only 1 point on the night for Andy.
It was 9 shooting, so Uniontown will just trigger it in. You can tell Baker's in pain. He's going to remain in the game for now on the Red Raiders side. Ellsworth descended in, has Sheffy up top. Sheffy works to his right, nothing there. Spins back over to White, comes far baseline, drives, puts it up and in. Chase White again playing well off the Uniontown bench. He has 6. Red Raiders back up 15 at 43-28. 5:57 left here in the third.
Well, that's twice that he's taken it right at Robert Young and been able to get the shot to go. And that's a turnover. Oh, wow, they're going to say that Baker poked it out of the hands of Monios.
I think that was the right call in that situation.
Oh, yeah. I was hoping it hit Monios. So. But, yeah. But a couple strong moves, like I said, by Chase White to take it strong to Robert Young and converted both times.
Monios to Eamon, near side to serve. It'll dump down to Young, working here on Sheffy. It'll turn and shoot out in front. And Young gets that 2 to go. So Young trying to heat up. He has 15 for Greater Latrobe. Wildcats still trail by 13 at 43-30. Get a quick steal here. Monios missed on the shot attempt. And Uniontown the rebound this time. The Red Raiders have to be careful on those inbound situations.
It's got to be real careful. I mean, they had 4 Raiders back there. They're going to call a hip. They're going to call a block. I think Coach Wetzel was looking for a walk. They're going to call that on Monios. Monios is going to pick up his first. And, you know, Ellsworth does a lot of that hesitation, dribble, and things like that. Kind of picked up the foul on his own. But the Latrobe faithful and neither Latrobe bench agrees with that call.
Baker sends it in the backcourt to Chase White. Monios picks him up. Uniontown the basketball and a 13-point lead. White sends it off to Ellsworth in front of the Latrobe cheerleaders. Comes far baseline. Little ball fake. Lost the dribble. Needs help. Pivots it back up top. Baker line drive 3. Good. Nolan Baker. He likes that shot, Tony. His second made 3 of the game. He's in double figures with 11. Uniontown lead back up to 16 at 46-30.
Well, good move by Ellsworth not to force it. And he kicked it out. He had Baker wide open for the 3.
Timeout, Greater Latrobe. 4:58 left here in the third. We're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
So we come back. Michael Monios, a quick 2 for Greater Latrobe. Monios 2 in every quarter, 6 for the game. Wildcats still trail by 14 at 46-32, but they force a quick turnover here. Monios on the ball again. Touch there from Butina, came inside to DeSerb, who got fouled by Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Fitzgerald just trying to slide with DeSerb right there and got called for an over the back. So Fitzgerald only with his first foul.
Now have to say hello to our buddy Ed Walensky from Sandy Howe Notary Services, checking in on our live stream again tonight. What a turnaround for Uniontown. Again, the Red Raiders lost to the Wildcats by 39 points back in December. Lead here by 14, trying to hang on, and Isaac Ellsworth coming in there with a quick steal, kick it in the corner, and attempt a three, but it's an air ball, but Nolan Baker able to track it down on the offensive glass there for Uniontown. Ellsworth will reload, and this time his three ball rattles out. Baker offensive rebound, misses there on the putback. Third attempt, Fitzgerald again, no good. There you get a fourth look, no. The Serb takes it away. Outlet pass, maybe a little bit too far there for Manios, going for the save. Flicks it back to DeSerb, resets on the near block, and he might have had the shot deflected from behind. And now Young runs over Baker and will pick up the foul here for the Wildcats.
And you talk about chaos on that one. Uniontown with what, 4 looks there. Ellsworth missed 2 threes. Baker with the shot. Fitzgerald with the shot, and they couldn't get it to go. And fortunately, on the other end, that long pass by DeSerb was just a little too long for Manios. And now Uniontown coming back. No damage by either team.
Chase White back across here for the Red Raiders. Picked up by Butina. Floats it off there to Sheffy. Sheffy dances off on the far wing. And Uniontown the basketball leading 46-32. Deep three, Ellsworth, no good. Another offensive rebound. Chase White keeps it alive. Resets again to Isaac, high on the right. Fires a pass down low. Nolan Baker gets that 2 to go. So Nolan Baker, 5 here in the third. That's 13 for the game. Red Raiders lead by 16 at 48-32.
Well, Baker's done a great job on the boards for Uniontown, as well as establishing position underneath in the lane. And he's got a lot of easy layups so far here tonight to go with a couple threes.
Tash, bounce pass down to Young, draws the foul out in front. Shot attempt no good, but Robert Young will have a pair of free throws upcoming here for Greater Latrobe.
Yeah, Sheffy picks up his third. It's going to send Young to the line. Young only 1 for 4 from the line here tonight. He's got 15.
Robert Young.
Sheffy's going to take a seat. They're going to have Donovan Coffey check in for Anthony Sheffy after this first foul shot.
Latrobe's going to have to heat up here in a hurry, Tony, if they want to make a run back in this game with Uniontown leading by 16. First of 2 free throws good for Robert Young, who's had a nice game with 16 points.
Yeah, and you can tell he's a senior, but a little raw, but I'll tell you what, he's got the size.
Yes, he does.
There's no doubt about that. Big fella.
The shooting on the Latrobe side on a whole has been a little raw tonight. The 2 made free throws there from Young will help the cause. They've got some good looks and really a lot of hard luck shots as well, Tim.
A lot of hard luck shots, and they've yet to knock down a 3 in this contest, similar to what Uniontown did against Latrobe at Uniontown.
It's interesting because both of these teams at times have played better on the road this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get out of that corner.
Chase White able to pick it up there from Ellsworth, work out of his own zone. And White getting around Manios, coming forward, switches back here with Ellsworth, fronted by Sawyer Butina. Works to his right, aiming good defense. Ellsworth on the inside, little head fake, leaner, scooped it up and in. Isaac Ellsworth now 17 points, his first 2 of the third quarter, and Uniontown leads by 16 again at 50-34.
Tash thought about the 3, and at this point, Uniontown will give him that shot.
Tash has it again down low. They get a little bump foul there on the Red Raiders, likely going on Donovan Coffey.
Yeah, Coffey tried to make the steal, tried to swipe it from behind, and he's going to get called for his second foul. And that's only the team 4th, 2:53 to go in the third.
Yeah, non-shooting, so no damage done. Bettina to trigger it back in, left of the basket in the Uniontown zone. Right to Tash, shot with the left hand, no good. And that's another miss from point-blank range on the Greater Latrobe side. Has to be driving Brad Wetzel crazy.
They've missed a ton of shots in the lane, no doubt.
And those are ones you make probably 19 out of 20 times.
Well, I can tell you
Not tonight, though.
Yeah, they made him in Uniontown, I can tell you.
Dugan down to Coffey. He'll draw the foul. Shot attempt no good, but Donovan Coffey will get a pair of free throws here for Uniontown as Coffey looks for his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, the Serb's going to pick up his second foul, and you're going to have Robert Young check back in. 2:33 to go. And Young, if Uniontown can pick up the 4th foul on him, it really changes things.
So Coffey shooting 2. First of 2 here on the way and good for Donovan Coffey. His first point of the game.
For Greater Latrobe, number 2, Robert Young.
Robert Young back in there again for the Wildcats. Latrobe entered play today 5-9 overall, 3-5 in conference play, and a loss here tonight will really set them back in the conference standings. Second of 2 free throws good for Donovan Coffey, so he hits them both. It's a 52-34 lead for Uniontown. It really sets up a big game here on Friday if Uniontown hangs on, because you pretty much have the loser of that Greater Latrobe Laurel Highlands game really have a long road to hoe over the final 2 weeks of the regular season. We're getting an offensive foul called here on the Wildcats.
That's going to be on Young, and that's huge. That's his 4th foul. And he's kind of giving a look like not sure what he did, but maybe a moving screen. I wasn't exactly sure either. I was watching the ball out front.
Ellsworth gets it here out the inbounds pass, was banging there with Hammond. Ruled out of bounds off of Latrobe, so Uniontown will trigger it back in, but the Red Raiders sitting pretty, up 18 at 52-34 with 2:16 left here in the third.
Yeah, run some clock. You've got a nice lead.
Try to finish it off. Dugan in the corner, White, wide open 3 off the mark. Butina the rebound there for the Wildcats. Up to Tash, Tash in the lane, drew the foul, shot attempt no good. They should rule this in the act, and he'll have 2 free throws upcoming.
Yeah, they're going to call that on Ellsworth. Ellsworth just kind of came across Tash's arm there as he went for the shot. That's only his first. It's going to send Tash back to the line where he's 1 for 2 here tonight, where he scored his only point. And that was in the second quarter. So Tash came in averaging 12 and still only 1 point on the evening.
Yeah, hard to believe, Tony. Robert Young leading the way for Greater Latrobe with 17 to serve with 10. We had 4 players that have scored. Tash with a point, and Manios 2 in every quarter, has 6 for the game. Second of 2 free throws here. Again, no good for Tash. He's now 1 of 4 from the foul line. Uniontown with the rebound. White a floater forward there to Ellsworth. Try to come inside to Coffey. Deflected out of play by Tash. We'll stay with Uniontown here in the Greater Latrobe zone.
Good look there, but good hustle by Tash to get back and knock that ball out of bounds and keep Fitzgerald from having Coffey from even having an easy basket.
White bounces it in, looking for Fitzgerald off a little deflection. Keeps it alive there to Ellsworth on the far wing, fronted by Manios. Now takes the 3. It's too strong, deflected around. Coffey finds it on the offensive side. Missed on the putback. Fitzgerald another rebound. The Red Raiders will get a third look at this possession.
Take your time. They're just running offense too quick.
1:33 left here in the third. They lead by 18 with the basketball, do the Red Raiders. Back on the inside, scoop shot there from Dugan, no good. And Dugan, after Tash pulled down the rebound, pressured him from behind, deflected the basketball out of play. Will stay with the Wildcats.
Yeah, with another near steal by Dugan. No good hustle after missing that shot and following up with the near steal, but Latrobe to retain possession, down 18.
Manios will bring it across up to Sawyer Butina. Holds here, edge of the zone, working on White, tries to spin off of him. Hands off to a cutting Tash, who draws another foul down low. Again, a missed shot attempt, but Tash will have a couple of free throws upcoming here for the Wildcats. Tash is headed to Lehigh to play football next fall, Tony.
Yeah, he's going to follow in his brother's footsteps. His brother went to Penn State, decided to stay there as well, even after James Franklin left.
First of 2 free throws here for Tash, on the way and no good. Now 1 of 5 from the free throw line is Andy Tash. Laurel Highlands trying to hang here with Gateway on our Mauser's Tires scoreboard. Gators lead at 45-41, 4:07 left in regulation. Back in town at Laurel Highlands High School tonight. You can watch that game on the WMBS Facebook page. Second of 2 free throws, good for Andy Tash. So Tash just 2 points tonight, both at the free throw line. Latrobe, though, trails by 17 at 52-35. There's Ellsworth back to Dugan. Thought about a quick 3. Bounces there over to Baker. Baker to his left. Back out again to Dugan. Holds here between the circles.
Good patience there by Baker. Thought about going up for the shot, but was guarded by 2 Wildcats and kicked it back out.
Dugan again. No look pass in the corner to Baker, who misses there on the 3 ball. Butina the rebound for the Wildcats. Up to Tash. Try to touch it 4. Got deflected. And he finds it again. Cuts inside. And a blocking foul called here on the Red Raiders.
They're going to call that on Baker. Baker almost got clobbered underneath there. He had about 3 guys that almost landed on him. So Baker's going to pick up only his 2nd foul. It's going to send Tash back to the line.
Tough to get hammered like that and then pick up the foul in the process.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, Tash, as you said, only 2 for 6 from the line here tonight.
Yeah, hard to believe how cold Latrobe has been.
Well, you said Uniontown shot 18% in the first contest, and it's just the other way around here.
Tash first of 2 free throws, good. And just a crazy turnaround for this Uniontown program, who was really reeling going into the Christmas break. But 2026 has been a different story. Tash misses on the second. Rebound going out of bounds. It'll be Wildcats basketball.
Yeah, Dugan fought for it with Tash. They're saying that Dugan knocked it out of bounds.
Manios to trigger it back in. Up top to Tash, back to Manios. Trying to shovel it to Butina, got intercepted by Chase White. Not the kind of turnover you want to make if you're the Wildcats, but credit Manios. Came back there with a nice block on Dugan's drive.
Yeah, very nice block. Dugan just went to the left hand again. Manios smelled it out, blocked it into the student section. So now with 31.6 to go, you got to think that Uniontown may hold for the last shot here.
Baker underneath into Fitzgerald. Again poked out of play, that time by Tash. 52-36 Uniontown, 29 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Fitzgerald just thought about dishing it right back to Baker after he triggered it in.
Baker gets it in this time to Dugan. Fronted there by Butina. Works off to his right, switches back with Ellsworth, who works to his left. Manios in his face with 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ellsworth trying to create. Double team comes over, gets it off to Dugan. High in the corner there to White, pulls it down. Again, slashes between defenders. Touched by Baker, out again to Ellsworth. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Isaac to his right. Found extended on the right. Got blocked down in the hands of Manios. Wildcats need to hurry. Forward there to Amon. 3 far wing, too strong off the back iron. And Uniontown will head to the fourth quarter with a 16-point cushion up 52-36. And we're back with a 4th and 60 here on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Heading to the fourth quarter, it's 52-36. The Uniontown Red Raiders lead the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. Brian Morozanek alongside Tony Anula, Billy Dice behind the camera, and our YouTube live video feed. And Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorney Law Studios. Nice to have you along with us for Tuesday night of high school basketball here on WMBS. One of 2 games on our platforms. The other game back at Laurel Highlands High School as the Gateway Gators leading the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 45-43 with 2:11 left there, Tony, in regulation. That's on our Mausers Tires scoreboard.
Yeah, the Mustangs putting up a good fight against the section leader.
Here's Cam Dugan leaning in and drawing a quick foul. That'll be in the act. And going on Butina, which will give Dugan a pair of free throw attempts. And for Butina, that's his 3rd personal.
Yeah, Dugan a quiet night, only 3 points. Did not score in that third quarter. So Dugan looking to extend his 16-point lead.
He had 19 against the Wildcats back in December. First of 2 free throws here, no good for Cam Dugan.
The Red Raiders now 9 for 17 from the line in this contest.
It's kind of interesting, Tony. I think anybody who had a great game in December is not playing well tonight and vice versa.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a complete turnaround, and Uniontown loves the turnaround on the scoreboard. Even after Dugan missing 2 free throws there, the Red Raiders still possessing a 52-36 lead. 7:45 left in regulation. Manios came on the inside, hit the deck, and had the ball taken away from him by Nolan Baker.
Manios went up against 3 Red Raiders, and they were just able to swipe it right out of his hands.
Ellsworth, high feed. It's Amon deflecting it out of play. We'll stay with Uniontown here in the Greater Latrobe zone.
I think that was a situation right there where Ellsworth could have taken it right down the lane and gone in for the layup. And now you're going to have Robert Young check back in, trailing by 16. He's got 4 fouls, so he's got to be careful. But they need him back on the floor.
Yeah, you got to roll him out there at this juncture.
Oh, yeah.
Down by 16 points, just take your chances. Dugan up top, watched there by Butina. Pulls back right of the lane, touch from Sheffy back to Dugan again. Dugan to Sheffy. Near side, Nolan Baker. Watched there by Tash. Up top again to Sheffy. And Uniontown in no hurry right now. Leading by 16 with 7:11 left here in the fourth.
And nor should they be.
Dugan off to his left. Kick in the corner again to Baker. No shot there. Back to Dugan. A little pressure on the ball. The Wildcats deflected away. Tash going the other way. And a good little knockdown there from Dugan, who deflected it out of play. Will there be a foul? No. Just remain Greater Latrobe basketball here in the Uniontown zone.
Yeah, I thought it was all defense. Good defense there by Dugan. Fortunate that he didn't pick up his fourth foul.
Bettina to trigger it in here for Greater Latrobe. Left of the basket in the Uniontown zone. Hands off out in front, and Young able to lay it up and in. A 19-point game for Young. He just tries to tiptoe around with 4 personal fouls here in the final 6 minutes and 45 seconds of regulation.
Well, they're going to need his offense, but Uniontown's going to try to get him to pick up his 5th foul.
We take a little air out of the ball as well, but it's going to be Ellsworth on the drive. Misses there to serve the rebound. Out to Bettina here on the near side. So Latrobe the basketball down 14. 6:28 left here in the fourth. In the corner, Tash for 3. They need it. Not going to get it this time. DeSerb, offensive rebound, had it and had it ripped away by Nolan Baker. And they're going to call a foul here on DeSerb.
Yeah, DeSerb just got frustrated right there. He was fighting with Baker underneath. And DeSerb just kind of wrapped his arms around him. So he's going to pick up his 3rd. That's going to be the 2nd team foul so far in this fourth quarter for Latrobe.
Heyman back in on the Latrobe side as Young will take a seat. Going a little offense for defense. And Brad Wetzel still has 4 timeouts left. Uniontown has a full complement of 5 as Fitzgerald drives the near baseline and puts it up and in on the reverse side. Fitzgerald in double figures with 10. And the Red Raiders lead now up to 16, and they force another turnover. Dugan coming back over to Baker.
Oh, great block right there by Sheffy. And Dugan's going to go down the lane. He's going to pick up another foul on DeSerb.
I mean, his 4th.
That's got to send Dugan to the line.
And the Wildcats starting to run out of ammunition. As are the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, unfortunately, tonight. Laurel Highlands now down 6 to Gateway at 49-43. 45 seconds left there in regulation on our Mauser's Tires scoreboard.
Yeah, it's good showing there by the Mustangs, and you never know. 45 seconds. Something good could happen.
They're going to have, again, a huge game here. We'll have it for WMBS Friday between Laurel Highlands and Latrobe as both of those teams try to stay in the section race. As Dugan misses on the first of 2 free throws here. Dugan just 1 of 5 now from the free throw line tonight.
9 for 19, the Red Raiders. Tough to win games like that, but your offense is playing well.
They're up 16 tonight. 2nd of 2 from Dugan. Again, no good. That might be off of Tash going out. It is.
It is. He's right. Tash and Sheffy fighting for the rebound, and Tash just knocked it out. So the Uniontown going to be able to run some more clock.
A lot of donuts on those missed free throws, but really hasn't affected the margin on the scoreboard for Uniontown tonight. And Dugan dancing out of the pack. Again, you have 2 Wildcats with 4 fouls now to DeSerb and Young. Dugan comes free, kicks in the corner. Baker will take a 3. It's halfway down, rattled out. Fitzgerald crashes the board to the offensive rebound and scores on the putback. Peyton Fitzgerald.
Well, we said at the beginning, the bigs need to have a good game, and Fitzgerald's having a really good game for Uniontown.
Manios on the far side, back edge of the zone now to Bettina. Down to 5:22 left here in regulation. Latrobe, the basketball now down 18. Going inside to Young, try to shovel it back. The ball just kind of fell out of his hand.
Yeah, it was Ellsworth, right place at the right time.
Brings it back across. Ellsworth dancing, floater from the foul line, blocked by Young. Might have been clipped there by Manios, but the Wildcats find the loose ball as Tash comes back through center. Dumped down to Serb, over to Young, blocked by Fitzgerald. Sheffy going for the save, goes right back to Latrobe's Young, who repositions, missed there, got it back, another miss, but a foul called. Here are the Red Raiders down on the blocks.
Give Young credit. He was still fighting for his rebounds. There's no doubt. They're going to call Fitzgerald for his 2nd. It's going to send Young to the line. Young only 2 for 6 from the line here tonight. 19 points for the Wildcats.
Young has played well tonight despite the foul trouble. Came in averaging a double-double. And his point total won't go down after tonight. In fact, the make there at the free throw line gives him 20. Came in averaging 11 points and 10 rebounds a game.
Tash is going to check out. Teslovich going to check in for the Wildcats. Young with a chance to make 2.
Short arm the second. Got an offensive rebound there from Teslovich, and they score on the putback. It is Teslovich, Tony.
Teslovich got away with a push.
The Red Raiders close to a turnover there. Pressured on the basketball. There's Baker trying to inbound. And a timeout taken here by Uniontown with 4:37 left in the fourth. 56-41, Uniontown. We're back at 60 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Take the facts. Need to get to work? Run errands? See a doctor? Fact connects Fayette County. Ride our convenient routes through Uniontown, Connellsville, Brownsville, even to Pittsburgh. Seniors 65 and older ride free on fixed routes. People with disabilities get big savings, and Medicaid recipients can ride to medical appointments at no cost through our shared ride and paratransit services. Find out if you qualify today. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. Fact, your ride, your independence. WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Uniontown the basketball as we come back. They're just playing a little keep away right now, Tony, up 56-41, but to serve a little knockdown there. Frees the ball up for the Wildcats.
Yeah, probably not a real good pass there by Ellsworth. They're going to call that on Sheffy on the hold.
His 3rd personal.
I got him for 4.
You're right, Tony.
Yeah.
I missed one along the way.
That's okay. So Chase White's going to check in for Sheffy.
Laurel Highlands comeback bid falling short tonight. They lose 53-43 to Gateway on our Mauser's Tire scoreboard. The Mustangs went toe-to-toe with the Gators tonight to serve. Drains the 3 up top. He has 13 points, and that's the first made 3 of the game for the Wildcats tonight. They're back to within 12. Dugan kicks in the corner to Fitzgerald. We still have 3:55 left here in regulation. Tough pass there over to Chase White, back to Dugan. Uniontown still playing a little 4 corners here, Tom.
Uniontown's just got, they got to be careful with the ball. That's all there is to it.
Ellsworth has it knocked away. Bettina going for the loose ball, finds it and scoops it up and in. It's a 10-point game. Uniontown's going to take another timeout. 56-46. Uniontown don't go away yet. 3:38 to play. We're back in 60 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Uniontown the basketball as we come back. Their lead is down to 10. Tough pass here on the near side. Butina picks it off. Forward to Amon. Down to the serve. And he'll get the basket to go in 1. And really, Tony, for the first time tonight, the Greater Latrobe Wildcats fans have something to cheer about.
Well, yeah, and all of a sudden it's no longer a double-digit lead for Uniontown.
They got Nolan Baker for
Dugan
the foul.
better watch it. Dugan better watch it here.
Dugan is hot. Not sure what prompted that.
Well, you got to wonder if that's, I don't know who they called the foul on. It must be on Baker. Dugan, the referee's giving him every chance in the world. It's a wonder he didn't get teed up, put it that way.
It was close.
It was real close. Keith Giannicola was a little red-faced there, and I had a feeling I thought he was going to make that T signal, but he didn't.
Well, it's 56-48 now, Tone. 3:23 to play. We have ourselves a game. Ian DeSerb at the free throw line. He is 15. And you have DeSerb and Young both walking a tightrope right now in the foul column for the Wildcats. DeSerb trying to convert the three-point play. He does with a made free throw. So the Wildcats making this a game late. The Uniontown lead down to 7. Sheffy in the backcourt, back to White. They need to get it across here. A little lob forward, knocked out of play by Teslovich. And they're going to rule this. Uniontown basketball was close right in front of us.
Yeah, Teslovich got in Sheffy's face there a little bit. Fortunately, nothing happened for either team.
Back on the floor, number 2.
Sheffy.
Things getting heated, though.
Yes, it is. So you're going to have White check back in. Fitzgerald checking in, too, for Sheffy.
Baker into the backcourt to Dugan. Uniontown the basketball in a 7-point lead. 3:08 to play. Dugan back into the forecourt. Goes in the corner there to White. White at the foul line now. Switching back here with Ellsworth to his left. Now on the inside floater. Good for Isaac Ellsworth. And Uniontown needed that, Tony, just for a little momentum back. Lead back up to 9. Big possession here for Latrobe. Matios, did he lose it off his hip? No. Deflected out of play by Uniontown.
Yeah, Baker stuck his hand in there and knocked it out of bounds. Yeah, Uniontown's only scored 6 points so far in this quarter.
Bettina to trigger it in. I think it's going to be a push on the Wildcats off the inbounds pass as Dugan got knocked down. They're going to call it there on Teslovich.
Yeah, it's going to be on Teslovich.
Foul, number 4, Owen Teslovich.
That's going to be the 5th foul, or that's only the 4th team foul?
I think it's only the 4th.
Yep. Andy Tash going to check back in. Teslovich going to take a seat.
Oh, a full timeout by Brad Wetzel. Uniontown 58, Latrobe 49, 2:49 to play. We're back at 60 on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
As we come back, a jump ball called. The possession arrow goes to Greater Latrobe. So the Wildcats will get it back, trailing by 9 at 58-49 with 2:39 left here in the fourth quarter. We welcome in some of the folks that might have watched the Laurel Highlands Gateway game earlier on tonight. Of course, that one was close. And for the most part, Tony, for the folks just joining us, Uniontown has controlled this game tonight.
Yeah, they had a 16-point lead after the third quarter. And that's been dwindled down to 9 right now.
Robert Young off to his right. Sawyer Butina, 3-ball and air ball on the backside, though. Going back up, Tash draws the foul. Shot attempt no good, but Tash, who has struggled at the free throw line tonight, will get a pair of free throws here.
Nolan Baker's going to pick up his 4th. So now you've got a couple guys on each side with 4 fouls. Tash back to the line.
First of 2 here, again, no good. Boy, it's been a tough night at the free throw line for Andy Tash.
He's only 3 for 9 from the foul line here.
Uniontown lead remains at 9 at 58-49. 2:29 left here in regulation. Tash, second of 2 free throws. This one is good to give Latrobe a little bit of life, but just 4 points for Andy Tash tonight, all from the free throw line. Ellsworth trapped but fouled, and they're going to get Amon for the foul. That'll be the 5th on the Wildcats here in the fourth quarter, and Isaac Ellsworth will shoot a pair of free throws.
Well, you've got the Red Raider that Coach Kazmarski wants at the line in Ellsworth. An 81% free throw shooter. I'm sorry, 85% free throw shooter.
He'll get 2 here with the Red Raiders leading by 8 at 58-50. 2:26 left in the fourth quarter. Ellsworth first of 2 here off the back iron and no good. Iron certainly unkind there, Tony.
Ellsworth 3 for 5 from the line. 19 on the night, but this is a big one.
Lead still at 8. 2:26 to play. Ellsworth, deep breath, second to 2 free throws. On the way in good. So a 20-point game for Isaac Ellsworth now. 963 career points, and the Red Raiders lead by 9 again at 59-50. Manios working off to his left to Sawyer Bettina high on the left as we approach the 2-minute mark of this fourth quarter. Touch from DeSerb over to Tash. Need a little movement here on the Greater Latrobe side. Down to Young. He's double teamed. Ball poked free. Young finds it again. Resets up top. I gotta have it. 3 from Tash. It's no good. And the rebound pulled down in traffic by Isaac Ellsworth. Ellsworth out of his own zone. They double team him. Gets free to Baker. Cross court near side to Cam Dugan. 1:52 to play. Corner to Sheffy. Far side to Ellsworth. It got hit up high by Manios.
Well, that's that head fake thing like he's getting fouled. He's going to pick that foul up on Manios. It's going to send him back to the line. So Ellsworth with 20.
Game's been getting chippy here in the fourth quarter.
It's getting interesting, no doubt about that. Manios doesn't agree with the foul, and neither do the Latrobe faithful. But any way you look at it, he can make it a 4-possession game here.
Another deep breath from Ellsworth. He'll have 2. First of 2 on the way in good. Lead increased back up to 10 at 60-50. Credit Latrobe, too, battling back here, Tony. They could have folded early.
Well, you can credit Latrobe. They've done a nice job, especially defensively, but you pretty much can see that the Red Raiders are not the type to hold the ball. There's no doubt about that. They want to run and they want to score.
Ellsworth hit both free throws, lead back up to 11 for Uniontown. Manios back up top for Latrobe. Shovels back to Bettina. 1:34 to play on the switch here to Tash. Drives on the inside, tough shot, but got it to go. First made field goal for Andy Tash. Lead down to 9, 61-52, timeout, 1:29 to play. We're back at 60 on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Brian Morozak, Tony Anilla back here at Greater Latrobe High School. The Uniontown Red Raiders trying to hang on. They lead by 9 at 61-52. 1:29 to play. Tony, we mentioned it earlier, worth mentioning again. Never in the long history, 100 years plus of Uniontown basketball, have the Red Raiders ever lost the first game of a 2-game series with a conference opponent by 39 or more points in a season and came back to win the second contest. They have an opportunity to make a little history in that department here tonight, but Ellsworth is going to have the ball taken away here by Amon. Now a little scrum for it on the court, and things really getting physical. Ellsworth got pushed down. And a lot of pushing and shoving there, Tony, on both sides.
Well, I think kind of what happened was I thought Ellsworth got fouled when he had the ball originally, and I think they just kind of even things up.
They called the foul on Manios. I think it's going to be the only foul.
It is going to be the only foul. Ellsworth could have got called for a foul too. He kind of grabbed Bettina as he went after the loose ball. But anyway you look at it, Ellsworth's at the line with 1:20 to go and a 9-point lead.
1:20 to play. Ellsworth an opportunity to ice away this game now at the free throw line for Uniontown. Red Raiders entered play today 8-7 overall. First of 2 free throws good for Isaac Ellsworth, and 4-4 in the conference, but they've been hot as of late. An opportunity here for a big conference win on the road to really shore up their playoff position with 2.5 weeks left in the high school basketball regular season. 2 made free throws for Ellsworth. He has 24 in this game, the lead at 11. Inside Young, working here on Sheffield, turn and shoot while off the mark. Fitzgerald the rebound for Latrobe, threw it right though to Bettina for the Wildcats. Back to Manios for 3, spins out. Young offensive rebound for the Wildcats, and he'll get that one to drop, and they'll call another timeout. 22 for Young. Wildcats still down 9, 1:01 to play. Full timeout. We're back at 60 on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Uniontown, the basketball as we come back. Inbounds pass to Cam Dugan, back to Baker. Now across here on the near side to Ellsworth. 57 seconds to play. Red Raiders lead by 9. Dugan over to Baker. Double teamed and fouled underneath.
And that's going to do it for DeSerb, I think. Oh, no, they're going to call that on Young? Wait a minute. It's saying 2 fouls. What do we got here?
Post on Amon.
Oh, okay.
That's his 4th.
Yeah, I thought he put up 2 fingers. I'm thinking, wait, Young's not in there.
They had a little huddle here on the near side, like somebody fouled out. But no one did. Delaying the free throw attempts here for Baker with 51 seconds left in regulation. Baker first of 2 on the way and no good.
Now that's about the only thing Baker has not done well here tonight. He's only 1 for 5 from the line.
And overall, it's not been Uniontown's best free throw shooting tonight, but they still lead by 9. Baker second of 2 free throws, again no good. And Young the rebound there for Latrobe. Wildcats need to hurry. 46 seconds to play. Butina up top. Near side to serve. Watched by Fitzgerald. Resets to Tash. Tash trying to work here on Baker. Spins off him. Hands off underneath. Young cuts and scores. Robert Young now with 24 points for Latrobe. Uniontown lead down to 7, 63-56. 26 seconds left. Dugan forward and across there to Baker. In the corner to Ellsworth. He won't shoot. He'll look there for Nolan Baker. Tash pressed him. Deflected the ball out of play. Will stay with Uniontown here in the Greater Latrobe zone with 19 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, fortunately Tash was on the end line. Uniontown keep getting the ball in the corner. They keep getting trapped.
Baker to trigger it in. Up top to Ellsworth. Latrobe needs to foul, and Manios does just that, fouling Ellsworth. Before on Manios.
Going to send Ellsworth to the line with a 7-point lead. 18 seconds to go. Ellsworth, a good night so far.
First of 2 here, good. Ellsworth, a 25-point game. He came in 943 career points. That puts him, at 968, Tony?
Yep.
Second of 2 free throws, good again for Ellsworth. Outside chance to go over 1,000 tomorrow at home against Baldwin in a non-conference game. Quick 3 on the other side. Manios comes out. Young had the rebound and got tripped up underneath, and Baker's hurt on the Uniontown side.
Yeah, I don't know if it looked like I thought Young actually landed on Baker's foot. But anyway, you look at it, that's Baker's 5th foul, so he's going to foul out with 11.7 seconds to go. 13-point night for Baker.
Hopefully that ankle's okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
11.7 left here in the 4th. And they're checking the foul and confirming it was on Baker.
Yeah.
Training staff coming over to look at Nolan with Robert Young at the free throw line here for Greater Latrobe. First of 2 free throws short. Again, that was another short arm there from Young.
Yeah. Young with 24 on the night.
Young now second of 2 free throws. Line drive. I think he tried to miss it on purpose and it went in.
I think you are correct.
65-57, 10 seconds left. Wildcats force a quick turnover, but go in the corner to serve. High arcing three off the mark. Dugan the rebound, and that'll do it. And so from midcourt, Dugan misses there, but it's not going to matter. Uniontown a 65-57 win over the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. So for the first time ever in Uniontown school history, the Red Raiders defeat an opponent in the same season after losing the first meeting by 39 or more points. Again, your final score tonight, Uniontown 65, Latrobe 57. Back to tell you all about it right after this in our post-game show brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. 65-57 your final. Uniontown wins it. Back with a final scoring recap in just a moment.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. If you were injured in an accident, don't know where to turn, and want to know what your rights are, we'd be happy to meet with you. We're local and have helped hundreds of people here in Fayette County recover in accident cases. Most importantly, we pride ourselves on being able to locate coverage or find claims that other attorneys may have missed. Call us about your case at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown is the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Brian Rozak and Tony Anilla back here. Greater Latrobe High School, big win for the Uniontown Red Raiders tonight on the road, knocking out the Greater Latrobe Wildcats 65-57. Uniontown improves to 9-7 overall, 5-4 in conference play. The loss drops Greater Latrobe to 5-10 overall and 3-6 in the conference. Tony, as your final stats, they're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, for the victorious Uniontown Red Raiders, who improved to 9-7 overall, 5-4 in conference play. They were led tonight by Isaac Ellsworth, who had 26 points. He was followed by Nolan Baker, who had 13 prior to fouling out. Peyton Fitzgerald, a good game offensively, 12 points for the Red Raiders. 6 points from Chase White off the bench, 3 points from Cam Dugan, and made free throws by Donovan Coffey for his 2. They scored 16 in the first, 24 in the second, 12 in the third, 13 in the fourth for their total of 65. 7 made threes for the Red Raiders, 2 by Baker, 2 by Ellsworth, 2 by Fitzgerald, and 1 by Anthony Sheffy. The Red Raiders were 16 for 30 from the foul line here tonight, so really just a little bit over 50%, but enough to get it done. And actually Ellsworth was 7 for 8 from the line in that fourth quarter. On the other side for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats, who dropped to 5-10 overall, 3-6 in conference play. They were led by Robert Young, who had 25. He was followed by Ian DeSerb, who had 16. 6 points from Andy Tash and 6 points from Michael Montios off the bench. A made basket by Owen Teslovich and a made basket by Sawyer Butina. 10 in the first, 14 in the second, 12 in the third, 21 in the fourth for their total of 57. They had 1 made 3. That was by Ian DeSerb. And the Latrobe Wildcats also struggled from the foul line. They were 10 for 23 in today's contest.
And Tony, more high school basketball tomorrow. You'll have the call of the Red Raiders and the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders with Shea Fleener, who's actually undefeated calling Uniontown games so far this season. He'll put that streak on the line tomorrow. 6:45 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, 7 o'clock opening tip-off.
Yeah, that's what I told Coach Gizmarski today. I know you wanted to see Shea here, but you got me today.
Well, you still got to win.
Well, you got to win, that's right.
Win.
But Shea's undefeated, so, it's the good luck charm for the Red Raiders. So looking forward to it tomorrow night.
We'll have a recap of the Laurel Highlands Gateway game on the way next with TJ DeStefano and Gary Frankhouse. But then I'll do it tonight from Greater Latrobe High School, where the Uniontown Red Raiders have knocked off the Greater Latrobe Wildcats by a score of 65-57. For Tony Hanola, Billy Dice behind the camera, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys Law Studios. This is Brian Morozak. So you have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Again, your final score, Uniontown 65, Greater Latrobe 57. So long, everybody, from Westmoreland County.